Where are you? What? What? Come up here. Come here. Let's relax for 5 minutes. I'm gonna do some writing. I just put a live on, you know. Come up here for a second. Come up here. You're a little low to the floor. You can hop. Come on. Hop or jump. Are you a rabbit or a cat? Where are your ears? Are you a rabbit or a cat? Are you a rabbit or a cat? Come here. Come here. I want to know. I asked you a question. Are you a rabbit or a cat? Come here. Come here. Are you coming up? Come up. Come up. Come up. You want to come up? Come up. What do I have to do? I don't have to force you. You understand completely. And I'm not chasing you to the kitchen. If you want, you know, you're not like the dogs. Maybe because I don't talk to you enough. Maybe if I start talking to you, listen, you want some tuna? You want tuna? I'll give you if you come up. I will give you tuna if you come up. Come up, I'll give you tuna. Come up. Come up, I'll give you tuna. Tuna. Tuna for the Luna. The soul in Venus. Luna tuna. Are you coming, Aura? Come on, Aura. I have work to do. I have to rewrite all my pages. No, this is where you gotta come here. You gotta jump here. Luna. Luna, are you coming here? What's going on? Wow. I'm always doing silly things, eh? I want to know what she's doing. I want to know what you're doing. Are you coming here or what? I can't start unless you come here. Why don't you come here? Did you decide just to stay silent? So you always have to win, right? I'm offering it to you. Do you want? Is that a new thing? I used to never see that with the old cats. I mean, the cats from the 70s and 80s and 90s. You're a cat of 2000. You don't even like, you weren't even around. You, in 2015, you weren't even here. I was. I remember what it was like in 2015. Are you upgraded? You know, they keep them around, what, 15, 20 years? That's it. 20 years. 20 years. Is that all? Is that all we get? Right? Hey, they gave you 20 years. It's okay. They gave me 80. They gave you 20 and me 80. That's why they call you 420. What do you think? Would you agree or disagree? I mean, they said you got 9 lives. What do I got? I mean, even the dog's got a canine. What do you think about that? AC/DC, dog and cat? What's up? What's up? We're going to have some milk. We're going to go have a glass of milk. Is that okay? Want to have a glass of milk? Do you like milk at all? You know, some people say milk is no good. Some people say milk is good. Good for what? I'm not going to put milk on my computer. Milk's not good for a computer. Neither is steak. But maybe steak is good. Maybe milk is good. M-I-L-K. It's a 4-letter word. I didn't say it was, I just said it in one word. I took out all the decimal points, right? And when you write out a word that you think is a word, imagine if you just looked at it as individual letters. The letter A, the letter B, the letter C, the letter D. A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D. What can I do with it? First of all, they're characters, right? If you have the letter A, you can start it down here, you can start it up here, you can go down here, you can put a bar across. Is it going to be crooked, your bar? Or is it going to be a straight bar? Or maybe you're going to put the bar this way and you're going to maybe create the A this way. Because this way it's much easier to create. You know why? Because I can go right down the center here. I can go right down the center here. I can go up the side. I can come down the side. Look at that. I can go all the way down. And then I can go from this page off. Right after they do that, we can take and we can run all the way down. But look what happens. That's the angle of the soul. How do I know? Day 6 Genesis. Land, animal, and man. So how did they connect them together? How did they sew up the zodiac signs? If we had to recreate the entire alphabet, where can we go, okay, to find this algorithm? What is the algorithm of everything that is attuned to what is A1 and Z26? Or in Chaldean, what is A1 and FP88 for the FP constellations? 6, right? FP, have you ever thought of this before? FP constellations, Chaldean. You know the game of pool, 8 between the 2 and the 10, 8 and 1, 9. So every single game has something different, something a little bit different. What is 10? It's 2 digits. What's 11? 2 digits. You see 10 and 11. What happens with 10 and 11? This is what happens. You see 10 reflects with 98. How so? Every face area space of a hexahedron has 9 areas, with the heart zone being one of the areas, which is Leo's position. If we talked about Abraham's 44 cubic, that would be a little bit different. The window splits. It's a 16, a 4x4 face 16 with a double edge. It has 24 edges times 2 equals to 48, and 8 corners times 3 equals to 24. It's a trinical house of Abraham. Not because I decided, that's the truth. You take a 3x3 cubic and a 4x4 64-bit to a 27-bit. It's 27 over 64, is it not? Two by two by two equals to 8. 1 by 1 by 1 equals to 1. 5 by 5 by 5 equals to 125. 6 by 6 by 6 equals to 216. 7 by 7 by 7 equals to 343. 8 by 8 by 8 equals to 512. 9 by 9 by 9, 81,729. And everybody knows after that 10, 10, 10 is 1,000 equals to 1,000. And 11, 11, 11 equals to 1331. After that, I don't remember. 12 by 12 is 144. I think it's 14,624 or something. Equals 1331, Jacob's ladder. The last one, we'll have to figure it out here. 144 by 12. 1728, oh my God. Perfect. Second time today. So each one of these, what they did is, that's the soul, by the way. Happy Shabbos. So when you see this, right? So where are we over here? Yeah, they were talking about mass extinction. So what happens, right? If you want to know what this is, if we worked on 6 days a week instead of 7 days a week, this is the year we'd be in right here. You see this over here? That's 300 years. It ends at 300 years. So it goes to 2028. This is where we are. We have to go the extra 300 years. In 1771, electric company, we breached a bridge, okay, in electric company at 1771. There's 43 missing from here. 12 by 12. By 12, what it is two poles and a pole. Two poles and a pole. Each one of these are trinities. 1/3 and 2/3, 1/3 and 2/3, 1/3 and 2/3. So then when you go ahead, these, see these over here? Or this over here? So where am I going to go for the 1/3 and 2/3? 4 times 4, 4 plus 4. All right, that's going to be 16 and 8. 4 times 4 is 16. 4 plus 4 equals 8. See, the 8 is 1/3 of the 24, and the 16 is the 2/3 of the 24. Since the 8 rests on what it is itself, I will only use the duality of the 1 and 6. The 1 times 6, 1 plus 6 is in the spirit of 76. That's the way I like to look at it, because that's what I was taught over the time of my 60 years of life. That was an algorithm at one point. Every commercial you watched, in the spirit of 76, Freedom 55, Drive Alive at 55, in the spirit of 76, Philadelphia Freedom. So there's 3 gateways in 1 and 6. The 1, if we wanted to look for the 1, where is that 1? We can achieve 1, okay, by multiplying 7 times 7 times 7 is equal to 1. The reason for this, I'm going to have to put this camera down and just write and talk and write and talk. So let me write and talk, and I'll explain it all. I'm rewriting some pages tonight, so that's what I'm basically doing. Once in a while, I'll take a peek at the screen. How's everybody doing? Just give me a minute. I'm having one of those moments where I don't remember where I put something. I have another 1728. See, right now, what I'm looking to do is just to rewrite all my pages. That's all I'm doing tonight. I'm rewriting pages. I'll be talking if you'd like to stay and watch and prepare some questions for me. Your questions propel me into the future. I do not know what I do not know, but if you know what you know, or you inquire to know something, if it's relevant and it's been written out by some historian somewhere, that it's gone through the test of time of hundreds of thousands of years. The algorithm has rested forever. People have worked on it. So there's lots of numbers out there. That's what I'm interested in.
That's where I'm at my best, I think. I don't want to be over what's it called about myself. It's a little sad. You know, I sadden myself sometimes. You know, I don't want anybody to feel sorry, but it's part of my story. It's part of the story in which, um, what am I thinking at the moment? What do we think? How do I think? Who am I? I had to go through a lot of things, you know, in order to get where I am today, wherever that might be. And I say it that way because I just remember 20 years ago when it was creeping under my skin. And everybody was telling me different stories. One had one story, one had the other story. The thing is, was it push me, pull me. Push me here, pull me here, tell me this. How come I'm not listening to this and why am I listening to that? You know, it could never be my choice. My choice was always the wrong choice. You know what I'm saying? I like to know every single scientist. If one scientist tells the next scientist not to try this, it's something that's never been tried. If you prove them and waste your time to show them how impossible it is, how do you know the ingenuity of one person where you can just slip something in? Do you know what I'm saying? That's the way it goes. And over the time, my little mind said to myself, and I repeated, it's a piece and a part of one of the games I never wanted to play ever again. I didn't want to play this game. It wasn't scary. I didn't want to play this game. I'm going to get back to this. I'm just going to write the name of the game. Fish upon a wish. You make a wish and you fish. And you ask the other person on the other side of you, in front of you, if they have a card that you want. Now, the thing about the game is you can be more than two people, but when it's two people and you give out the 52 cards, or if you don't, but there's 52 cards and you know the other person's going to have the other 26. So they make the game a little interesting. They put 26 in the pot. Now you got to figure it out, right? So it was this game here. It's an ABC theory. Like, is everything just A and B like they say? Well, according to this, it is. According to this, it's AB, and that's all it is. There is no more. There is no more than 0, 1. Two area spaces, right? But my question about what is 0? Is that 0? Is that 0? Is that 0? Or is that 0? Now, apparently, the Timbit, right? The Timbit. Which one's the Timbit? I'd like to say this is the Timbit. This is the Timbit over here. Now, if that was the Timbit here, okay, it would have to be on an angle this size. In order to have that hole in the center. This would be the hole in the center. This would have to be outside the hole. So is that the bagel or is that the donut? Or should we put it over here and say that's the hole where the Timbit goes, but that's way too big to go over here. So what's going on? There's a little story in here we're not going to get into. We're going to go 0, 1. So the thing about 0, okay, the numeric value for 0 is 6, 4. Fou, le fou, the fool card, the 4. The value of the 4 is 60. The value of the 4 is 60. You know that orange equals to 60. And blue is 40. We run 60 seconds on the clock to 40 seconds. We have blue. We have boy. We have orange. Not sure what we have. But I like to say we have Pluto, orange. We have the orange angels. We have the golden angels. Gold is in French. But what is 60? Where does the 60 seconds on the clock? Is it going to be, let's do it this way. And I'm spreading myself thin. I've opened up too many cans of worms by now. So let's go very slow. One, 5, 9, 15. 3, 7, 5, 15. 4 and 6. Virgo, go. Go host 7:15. 4:20 and 15. Here, this is 15. And now we're going to have 2, 5, and 8. And 2, 5, and 8, 15. So you can see that we have 15, 15, 15, and 15. We have a total of 60. Right? Now at the same time, what happens is I'm gonna take this off. I want to do this a little bit better and show you, right? I just got to keep it nice. It's got to be clean. It's got to be clean. It's got to be clean. So I'm just going to go over this again. It's got to go slow. It's got to stay clean. I'm a little upset at myself. I'm extremely frustrated that I go too fast, and that if I have to go over and look at my work again, if I can't understand it, it's worthless. If everybody else understands it, that's fine, but I highly doubt it. So that's why I got to go over this, and it's, it's an alphabet science. It's an alchemy to understand about the alphabet itself, and the only way I can understand it for myself is to look for what is honest and fair, where no sides have been taken. So I create equations from games, from what already exists out there, whether you want to talk about a 7 and possibly what is 7, what the associates of. We'll get into another one. Where did I get 7:15? The 7th letter, the 15th letter. But 7 is not just 7 and 15 is not just 15. It doesn't work that way. It's too intricate. If we're creating a game. Let's say we create something, whatever game it is, Tower of Defense or something, right? There's a whole story going on behind the scenes before anything starts to move, right? Nobody's moving a man. You can go out there today and do it, with suits and stuff, but those suits have to be connected to dots and dashes and numbers, and they have to talk to each other. So I just bring it how they're talking to each other. I'm showing you how they talk to each other, how the dots and the dashes talk to each other. This is the Morse code, right? This is the story inside the story itself that made the story become the dots and the dashes of the binary. This is the macro of binary. How can I look at this any other way? But this is the matrix talking to you. This is the algorithm that I lived all my life. Mr. Dressup, Humpty Dumpty, Jack and Jill. The stories behind the stories that lead me to understand. So what is this? 3 and 5 and 7 equals to 15. Then you have 1 and 5 and 9 equals to 15. You have 2 and 5 and 8 equals to 15. You have 4 and 5 and 6 equals to 15. Saturn square, the creation of what is 7 and 13 from the Tzolk'in calendar. Creating 9/11 where Mars comes in. Do not reduce 29. Ken Dryden. No eggs in the den. No eggs in the den. We do not reduce the 11. Imagine that. We're reducing everything but this. How come we don't reduce this? Do you want me to show you one of the reasons? Because it's right here in 7. If you reduce the 11 in 7, there is no heaven. How can one receive? From where does it receive? From the heavens? 1 between 2 equals to 3. The bar mitzvah comes into the bat mitzvah, and we achieve consciousness of Alpha. Maybe somebody should go out or maybe I should go out and check the books of Aldous Huxley. One of the first findings I ever found 21 years ago. I still don't know what it is yet, but I know it connects. It's a hidden story within the words of its confusion, tying its own reality together, hidden in the word itself. In fact, just in the name Aldous means softly. And this is the soul, the alchemy of the soul, 78, through the breath. Have you ever heard of this? The canine? The canine within the soul. In communication, you pick up the ling. This is the soul picking up your birth through the sun and into the moon, ing. And then you get the ring to sing and you become part of something. That's why it's person, place, and thing. TH becomes part of the teacher. Is it T? Is it T up? Right? And then you can just say chi, or how about H? What is H? We can discuss and argue and discuss and continue, but H is the 8th letter. The reverse alphabet indistinguishably is going to be the S. The reverse of the H, okay, is the S. But when you say 18, okay, this is the R letter. In French, they associate 10 and 8 together to create this. That's what they say. So I follow the alchemy of the language I speak and the languages the others use with the same alphabet to tell me the story, just to give me just a story. I just want to see what the story says. So I'm reading you that story. You have the canine, right? You see this? Softly, because it's dus. What was that word again? I didn't finish. This was the, just give me a second. Wow. The alphabet. Oh, yes, the canine. killing me softly. I just want to remember where I was upon this one here. So anyways, let me finish with these 15s. So we have 60, right? So what happens next is we need 40. So where do we get 40? First, let's establish how did we get 60, right? When we got 60, we did this. We did 1 and 9 equals to 10. 2 and 8 equals to 10. 3 and 7 equals to 10. 4 and 6 equals to 10. Just to jump over to the other page, just for memories, for those who can remember, Jack, 6, 2, 2. The I. There are 2 and 2. The eyes. The eyes. They have 2 single, 1 lump, okay, and 2 lumps. And it's the eyes, the number of eyes they have. And then you have the queen. Okay? Now, if I can do that, what is that supposed to mean? Is this an Earth queen or is this a Mars queen? Why is it only halfway through? You see, in this area here, there's no stopping. No stopping. And the question is, if there's no stopping, once there's no stopping from, you have to draw the line this way or this way. There's no other way to draw this line. You can't go straight down, you can't guess. It has to be corner to corner or around. You create the O and you create the X. You have the N, you have the Z. You do not have the H or the I. The only way to get the H and the I is if you make it this big. Now you can get H, I, N, Z. And it also equals to 57, just like the word G, R, E, A, T. And now you have your 8, 25, and 25 is 51. The reverse alphabet of Mars is 51, 57. Great equals to the same numeric value as Mars. 7 and 18, 25, 30, 31, 41, 51. The reverse of this is going to be 84. And this is the Giza Pyramid. The Giza Pyramid angles are 51, 84, or what is 17, 28 times 3. Twelve times 12 times 12. 1 and 7. 2 and 7, 9. 1 and 8, 9. This is all singularity. There's only singularity in this. This is the power gates. This is where the fish come in. The electricity. Call it the Jubilee. This was 343. I didn't correct this before. Why is this 343 when you multiply it, right? So what this happens here, I'm just going to just do a little design here, is that we have the tetrahedron, right? And what it is we have a 4 area, a 3 area, and a 3 area. It's a 343. But what happens in this is it continuously rotates. In order to build this, you need 3 and 3. And here you need 3 and 3. That's 6 and 6 is 12. Every corner gets a stick. And as you can see, there's 4 corners, right? So what you get is 6 and 4, 10, and 6 and 4, 10. That makes 20. What is the 1? The 1 is that binds them together for 21. Now the thing is, that ain't going to happen because this is the docking station. And the original docking station has 3 and 3 sticks. 3 horizontal, 3 vertical, and then 4 connect, a 3, 4, 3 connect. A total of 10 with 20 directions, and then 1 that binds them together. That's 21. So when you connect the second part of this, right, it's duplicate. We just plug in to the moons, into the moons that already exist. We just have 1 extra bar that joins the center here pole, reaching the bottom. Reaching the bottom. So when you build this one, okay, you're going to use what is 3, 3, and then 4 poles is 10. When you build this one, we no longer need the brace. So we only need 3 down. We need 3 down, right? 1 here, 1 here, 1 here, 3 down, and then I need a pole, right? So I have a pole running from here. I have a pole running from here. I have a pole running from here, and I have a pole running from here. Each one of the poles that went down this way now have to have a pole here. So I have 4 poles, and 4 sticks is 7. Here's my 17, what should be 20. 21, because of the moon that links in the center over here. This is my 120-degree tetrahedron. When you look at it this way, you can see all the poles sticking out, right? Of this, you can see all the poles sticking out. When you look at this one, it's a little bit different, right? Here I got 3. Then I got 3 in the center, 3 poles. You see all the poles? I got 3 poles. That's it. I don't have the other 3 poles. Or do I? 1? Let me see how many I have. That's a 1, 2, 3, 4 connect. That's a 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay, 1, 2, 4, 5. So it's a 20 connect. It's a 20 connect if I got that right. The 20 connect and 1 is 21. I just can't count. Maybe it's a little too late at night. So you can see the tetrahedron. You can also see that here, right, when it sits, see the way it sits, the angle, so this is, I'm assuming, I like to know what angle this is sitting on. I really would, because it's supposed to be the 120 degrees over here. So when you look at this part, it's 4. When you look at this part, it's 3. The 4 part is pointing out this way. To what star? What are these pointing to? I don't know. I just bring it to light to see how it's built. That's the minimum number of sticks you can build with it, right? It's the minimum number you can build with it. There they are. Let's keep them up there. There's the rat. Big rat. How's everybody doing? Just gonna go get a glass of water. The big 5 mass extinctions occurred. I'm going to be going over the mass extinctions that occurred. It was brought up on another channel. It says 445, 444, 372, 359, MAs through the spirit. 252 is 126, 63, creation through the phallus. Siberia eliminating 95%. That's the energy born. What is 5 and 9 is also like 2 and 6. So we can't forget about that. It's also the Mars vibrational connection. Bringing things down to the elements we work with today. 147 is our base. Everything's a base, but we're running the 741 calendar base, 7 days, 7 months of 31 days of 7 days. The fourth day is the center day of a 313 day, where 4 months are 30 days. And then we have the 1 day, which is the Saturday of the 6th day, of the day that connects all the other days but doesn't exist at all. Only through you do you connect the 7th day. We run a 1 1/6 of a 6-day week to create the 7-day week, to coming over on the Sabbath. And if you read the word in Sabbath, at the end is teacher, and it says Father, Spirit, Teacher. The S letter, the 19th letter. The 19th is like the 18th is 37. It's 18 and 1 and 18. When you count 1 through 18, or what is 1 and 9, back 18 is 9, so you go 191. And when you go 19, you don't really say 19. You go Capricorn, Sagittarius. Why? The French say it that way. This is a game relevance to where the words I speak come from the reality of games or language, certain other elements that is fair unto itself for the language itself. Who art thou? I built it all, I do not know. But when they say 19 in French, they say 10-9. When they say 18, they say 10-8. When they say 17, they say 10-7. In English, we say 13 and 12. 12 is a straight word. It has elf in it, and 7 comes inside. The word 12 equals to 87. When you count 1 to 12, it equals to 78. That's pretty ironic. 1 between 2 equals to 3, and then we begin to create. So nothing less than 3 is anywhere that we can create, and 3 is one side of a pole. We must run through the pole, and one plank area. 3 runs over to 3, but in order to create an algorithm, we have all 9 numbers. I'm just adding that in myself, right? Like, we don't have to go 3, 4, 5. We don't have to. 3, 4, 5, 6. We can go 3, 4, 5, 4. Right? And we really can do that. Yes, we can go 3, 4, 5, 4, and we can go 3, 2, 1, 1, 2. We can go 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 1 for the 7 days a week. If we can go 2, 1, we can go 1, 2, and if we can go 1, 2, we can go 1, 2, 1. If we can go 2, 1, we can go 2, 1, 2. If we can go 3, 1, we can go 1, 3. If we can go 1, 3, we can go 1, 3, 1. If we can go 3, 1, we can go 3, 1, 3. So here's all your multiplications. This one over here becomes 1 again, but it's 1,000. This is the letter M. The letter M takes the left side to the center side to the right side. There's a V in the center. The V, okay, is where the 7th gate comes in. Why do I say that? You tell me. If you count bottom left, top right from 0 to 6, this is number 7. 7 comes into the house of Mars through the gateway, and they're both earth signs. If I want to run the other way, we run by 2s. So if I'm running 2 this way, what am I running? What goes over here, right? What is this? If this is 7, what's over here? It's 9. 9 plus 1 is 10. 9 plus 2 is 11. 1 and 1 is 2. Is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. If this is 7, then this is 9. If this is 7 and 4, it's 11. 1 and 1 is 2. Never reduce 11. 11 to 2 is 13. 11 to 1 is 12. 11 to 9 is 20. Happy birthday. Oh, sorry, Aquarius. Aquarius into Sagittarius. 9/11. And if we go this way, what's the number? And if I go down here, what's the number here? The number here is 3. The number here is 7. The number here is 2. The number here is 6. So I go from an air sign to an air sign. And then I go over here to a water sign to a water sign. And then I'm going to go to number 10. Right? Capricorn. And I'm going to go to an earth sign. And then I'm going to go another one, 14. Right? And 14 is back to here again. Well, 1 and 4 is 5. Then I go to 6. Do you follow me? Just keep going by 4s. But it's funny the way I started off over here. Who says? I'll write it out for you. I'll show you. Even when we go here, wouldn't the next one after 9 be 10? So add 4 to 6, it's 10. So if I go to 3, what's next here? After 6 is 7. Well, 3 goes to 7. And then it goes back to 2. What goes here? The top one over here from here goes back to this start over here. You run bottom left, top right, we move by 4. bottom right, top left, bottom right, we move by 2. The disconnect and the connect is the water earth to the water earth. Here. 4 times 2, 1.5 times 2. 4 times 2, 1.5 times 2. 1.5 times 4, Saturn square, 4, 5, and 6. That's where the letter M comes in. I'm going to get a little bit of water. Just taking a little glass of milk. I'm going to put on a little music. How's everybody doing tonight? We're going to go slow. I have a lot of writing to do. They were also talking about snow. And the thing about snow is who won. And when you start to write squarely, right, I'm going to show you this after. When you write squarely, the W will look like an E. The O will look like an O. What is the 2 looks like the N. They all look the same. They're all basically the same. It's just the different angles they partake when you're writing in different fonts. But I like to show the exact signs. I just don't want to guess. And I want to draw right in the lines. It's got to be straight, you know. You know, for the first 19 and a half years or 20 years, I would never write anything down. I would just take a video and just upload it, take a video and upload it, and do a picture and write it out. I'm just trying to, I'm missing a lot of information on there. It's a good thing I printed it. I should bring it out. It's like this thick, all the notes I took over 20 years. Well, I mean, that I wrote, whatever. Okay. Oh, did they do this? Oh, I like that. Wow. That is so cool. Okay, I hope it came out right. 153846, is that what it is? 076923 times 2. 153846. 15. Oh no, they made a mistake. I know. 153896. Oh no, they made a mistake, but I'm going to take a look at it again. 156. Just give me a second. I was looking for something. Where is the... I'm not happy. I just wrote a song, but I'm not too happy about it.
Roll the cube and let it fall. 6 bright sides that hold us all. Face of 9 and rivers run. 12 old stars become the one. Aries sparks the newborn flame. Pisces dreams the cosmic name. Fire and water twist and spin. Where the endless tides begin. Poseidon stirs the silver
So what it is in this song that I wrote, I'm not happy with it. It's hard to. I don't like to say it's hard. It's not hard. If I wouldn't do 10,000 things in one day, it would be just perfect. I would finish it. But I open up 10 cans of worms, and I'm into the next day rewriting the book that I started yesterday because I went too fast. It's not proper. It's not good for me. You know. That's why we need more RAM. But I need live RAM. The only live RAM out there is all of us. It's the only live RAM. Nobody else can do it. Nobody else can ask those questions. You know, I don't want to say this, but when you create a system, the system is biased. If you turn on the lights go on. Or what if they don't go on? Well, there's something wrong. It's made to go on. The blueprints show it's supposed to work. I only want to see what the blueprints say. I don't care if it's broken. We'll find some way to fix it. I want to know what kind of Band-Aids we use. A Band-Aid, a DNA to put something back together. Is that why to put the Band-Aid and you need all the band? Does that mean more than one instrument that comes together? Is that relativity? Should I just not listen to relativity? 20 minutes after the hour. Oh yeah, the big five majors, okay. What does it mean when Einstein said relativity? Measurements, time, space, motion are not absolute, but depends on the observer's frame of reference. Ah, very good. That's right. When you're working on the game method, right? If I'm looking to understand the alphabet, I'm going to use an equation. Doesn't matter what the equation is, but my aim is towards understanding either the numbers or the alphabet, and I don't want it to be biased. You know, I don't want it to be a biased thing. It has to be fair in the game. If I'm playing a game with you, well, wait a second. You know, in cribbage, you get two hands, and then I get one. You go first, I go second. How come? That's not fair. Well, when you play 100 hands, does it matter who goes first? Did you follow what I'm saying? Does it matter who goes first when you play 100 hands? What is your strategy? Is one hand of who went first to start? 1, 2, 3, 4, scissors, rock. You want to do that? We can do that too. It doesn't matter what it is. If you have the question and we can find it on this magic machine and go back 1 million or 2 million or 3 million or any kind of lion, forest, or territorial animal you want, we can find everything on here. If you want to go into mass extinction or mass extension, extension. The IT system in extinction is extension. The I and E is an energy. Born within one. What did they do in the extinction? What is that word? I have not worked on the word. It's been on the tail of things for many years. I knew I wasn't going to lose it because it comes up over and over and over. It took me many years, okay? It took me many years to just stop, to just say, don't worry, it's going to be there tomorrow. And then somebody would say, what's going to be there tomorrow? I'm going to say, somebody's going to say something tomorrow. And they'll say, what are they going to say? I'm going to go, whatever they say, they got to talk about something that everybody else sort of knows, or they can look it up. Einstein, Tesla, 3, 6, and 9, binary, pi, Fibonacci. They got artwork, designs, and you know Fibonacci, you know what it looks like? It looks like martini glasses spilling over into the mutable house, because binary spills over at the base, binary spills over into the mutable house. Base binary 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. You know what happens when we get to 6, right? You know what happens when we get to 6? We started at 1, we ended up on 6. Isn't that where you eat the tail? On the other side, 1 ignites 6. This is your only 7 on the dice. O matrix. The water matrix. O stands also for water. Good evening.
Hello. Morning. Oh, evening.
Morning and evening. You welcome to the Truman Show. There's a hole all over the place. There's holes everywhere. Do you know why I say that? You're the chairman of the board. You're the board director. You got the motherboard right there. Just breathe and think. Somebody asks the question, you have the answer. You can search it out. It has to be relevant to the facts we work on. I'm just fooling around with some of the stuff. Also, the other thing is forever green also represents frozen in time. The reason for that is if you say it in French, it's hiver. So that hiver, ver is going to be green, even though you don't write the T, you hear the T. Does the computer program, if we put the computer program and open every opportunity in every language, slow it down and speed it up, it will hear all these words because I hear it. I'm English, I hear the French, I listen to Torah and I hear French inside of it. You know, I'm saying, whoa, boy, hey, they just lit up the candles. You know, they burnt the Christmas tree down or something. It's just unbelievable the way everything connects. It just does.
Well, can 3 free Frenchmen free 3 Frenchmen?
You know, what I like about that is that it's running in the clock because the FR combination is where the lower house of 3 reaches the upper house 6 by 3, 18. The TH, right, is connected to the 4 by 7 cycle of the 28-day moon. So what is happening is the cycle of 6 and 12, which is the Trinity, which is your 3 Frenchmen that are being freed right now. Do you follow with this? I'm really serious too. I'm not joking.
I was in the middle of a fight and that just came to me. I don't know. I was battling against some English people.
So I'm gonna see if I can write this down here. Okay. So what it is you have 3, right? And you have free, and you have French. Okay. Now these two, the F and R is 6 and 18, which is actually just 1/3. Oh my God! It's a 1/4. Hold on. Let me go back. It's a 1/4. Wow. Okay, let's do it this way. It's a 1/4 equals to 24. Wow. Okay, let me explain this. Check this out. Wow, this is cool. Oh, this is really cool. Okay, I want to write this here. Okay, here is where Capricorn comes in. Okay, to Scorpio. Capricorn is going to be the association of AD or of ABCD communication within the sun markings, 1/3. Here is the 6, here is the 18. Do you know what they have in common? They have 33 in common, and this is where the tweet comes in, or the bird equals to 33. It has 99 in common because of the IR is an association of 3 times 6, 3 plus 6. This is your 1 between 2 equaling to 3. The reverse alphabet is going to equal to, I should be writing all this down. If you're not following me, then it must be understood, or I'm going to have to go a little bit slower. Okay, so I'm going to explain it again. Bird equals to 33, B2, I9, R18, D4. The 2 and the 4 are the angle cycles between the left and the right hemisphere, running between bottom left, top right by 4s, bottom right, top left by 2s. If we go to the telephone, it's different. Irrelevant to the fact that's the reality in both scenarios. When we have 3, it's 1 between 2. Equals to 3. When you're working with 26 to 26 area spaces, there are encompassing one area space that you see on Rubik's Cube over here. This is one area space to the heart encompassed by 4 and 4 on the outside, and then it's encompassed above and below. There's a total of 26, just like the alphabet, just like the Tzolk'in calendar, which is a 13 and 13, 26, or what is a 61613 and a 61613, or what is a 6166166. That's the setup. So now you have this. Do you know what's in common right here? This is 24 hours in an aspect of its own reality. Here's the 24 hours. This is 6 o'clock, and this is 6 o'clock. They're both 6 o'clock. And if you take a look, this is a 9 and this is a 6 because it's within you. You take the breath. You take the waters within you. You take the sunlight within you. Number 18 times 3 is 54. The numeric value to love, the numeric value to the sun, the feminine, the fox pass, the 9 times 5, the 9 times 6. That's your in heart 11. That is your 19 instinctual gateway. I have to explain this. 5 times 6 is 30. 5 plus 6 is 11. 11 and 30 is 41. 30 minus 11 is 19. When you multiply 1 times 9, it's 9. And 1 plus 9 is 10. 9, okay, is all of as what is inside the heart of 9 is what is 1 and 1/8 times 8, equaling to the 9 as you are here is the 9th area. Here is the heart of the 9th area. It only gains its value from the extinction void on the outside or what it controls over here. But the heart of Rubik's Cube is the only 8-1 area. It is the only silver gate area. When you add 1 to 18, it equals 171. 17 is AGA. It holds the silver gates by the Vatican Power Station on the Jubilee. 26 encompass this cube in the dot and the void. When you see this singular dot, there are 8 to the outside, irrelevant to what you see. There are, and there are always, and is what it is. Here is another one, and that's another 8, and here's another one. These are 8, 8, 8. There are 3 of them. It's 8, 8, 8. But in the first 8, where you see the 1, it's a 1, 4, 4, 8. And this one over here, you see the center? This one is a 4 dot with a 4 void and a 1 dot. So this here around it, it'll be the 1 of what it is and all that's around it in the relevancy of the dot and the void. In the void, it's 2, 4, 6, 8. For the edges, there's 4 edges and every edge has 2 colors. Reference Rubik's Cube. Corners have 3. Reference Rubik's Cube. Every cube will have 8 corners, but it will not have the same number of edges. In the Mars cube, there are no edges. Mars has no edges. Like no edges. Is it the top 2 teeth, the 2 up here, or the 4 down here? Is that the reason? Is that the reason? The way of the air sign? The way of the air sign. The 2 bunny teeth here and the 4 teeth down here, 4, 2. Right? Is that what it is? 2, 4, 4, 2. And then you go 5, 3, 3, 5. And then you get 7, 7, 7, 7. So with this, you know what we need? We need, hold on a second. Let me take that away. Here, let me just do, yes, 4, 4. Yes. God, God. So what did I do here? This is what I want to do. I want to mark 5, 7, 7, 5 over here. And on that, I'm going to go 5, 3, 3, 5 in order to get 1, 1, 1, 1. Valentine's, 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 Valentine's connected to the silver gate. Doot, doot. 121. This 1111 is also 99 to change in your pocket. Why? Because if you have an hour and 21 minutes, 121 looks like 1111, but in all actuality, it's 81 minutes, which is 99. The left hemisphere and the right hemisphere from the soul to you. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4 creates 6 and 8. The payout of 76, 6, 7. In the spirit is 76. 8 and 6 is like 6 and 6. when you go from one house to the next. Here are the three skeletons, 6, 7, and 8. The 8 represents the queen. The 7 represents the queen. The 8 represents the queen. The 7 represents the king. The 6 represents the jack, Earth's heart. Earth's heart fits in between the 7 and the 8. Look at that, the 88 constellations. 8 and 8 is 16. 1 and 6 is 7. Your 6 always comes with a heart in the void. It's a 4-2-6. Don't you see? 4 going one way, 2 going the other. Here is a 5-2. Here is the cat, 4 times 2, 4 plus 2, dividing 6 and 8 at the 7th gate, and the house planet equals 68. 7 is the waters of Ishmael. The waters of Ishmael in 67. Abraham, 44. Isaac, 33. Ishmael, 76, 67, 13. Ishmael. So if you want to know why this ain't alley-oop, because that's what's happening in the numbers right now. It is alley-oop. We live in Saturn Square. Or what is the dictation or the algorithm of Magic Square of Saturn? For the story tells, as is, and can say no other. It has already been written. Have you not seen? Everybody knows. Where's the answer in your question? What's your question? I'll give you one, and I'll give you the answer too. But only when you come with the question. And I'll show you where the question is. If you can figure it out, it's pretty simple. In fact, I'll show you. Do magic squares exist? You know, I make some magic squares myself. Let me finish with this first. So we saw what happened here. Let me explain to you this. Now, this is a thing about 21 years, okay, writing, right? Scratching my head. So for those of you who don't know what I do before I go on, and I know I'm not going to lose my place, I have a 26-minute video I did yesterday off the top of my head. Well, it wasn't off the top of my head at all. I was just following script. You know, I cheated a little bit. I came to class with this, and I told the story. I'm so sorry. I forgot you were here. I'm going to be quiet for a second. I want you to I'm not going to tell you to speak. Don't be orange or blue. I just want to be quiet for a second. Lucy, I know your mind can connect very many things. I see you out there. I see you like a spider web, like, and you're placing everything and balancing it out. And you're saying, okay, where am I going with this? I know this is insane to even be listening to this kind of stuff, because some of it makes sense. Some of it I can't put together. But oh my God, just 1 or 2 things is enough to just blow my mind, because that's the way I'm thinking all the time.
No, I'm okay. Is Jordan? What is Jordan? If Bird is 33, what is Jordan?
Oh, just give me 1 second. Oh, you want to hear something? I was born next to the Jordan River. I drank from the Jordan River. I swam in the Jordan River. In fact, a couple of years ago, I jumped into the Jordan River again.
7 times when you come out, you're healed.
One of the things is, have you ever seen the 7 C's?
No.
If you had to classify something in community chest or chance, would you use a C or 2 C's? So if you had your chakras and you had to put your chakras in a file cabinet, what file cabinet would you look under? Wouldn't you look under the 7 C's?
Oh, wow.
7 times 3, 7 plus 3, 21 and 10. Go to jail inside the cubic house of Saturn. Visiting jail and go to jail. 31, 71, 111, 11, 51, 91 inside the house of the spirit by the breath. Where do these numbers come from? The Monopoly board. I tell you reference to everything I speak or I will not speak. If I do not know, I do not know. And I will know if you ask the question because you will know. Every magic square, anything that's been created has an answer or a story to it. Just is what it is, you know. You can't get away from it. When I came in here before, you know, we have these. I mean, it's undeniable that we can see 6 dots, and we don't see the 2 and 8. And when I turn it this way, I don't see the 4 and 6. I know the 4 times 2 is 8. I know 1.5 times 4 is 6. And you know what's really freaky is 1, 4, and 7 is 12. 1.5 times 12 is 18. When you add this up, it's 18. So the 4 itself tells the story how it equates into 6. That matches up all of this. Here it's 4, here is 6. This is Elon. This is Elon. You know what this equates to? This is going to be 3419. Taking control of the cube. 4 times 6, 4 plus 6, 24 and 10, 34. 3 by 4, 3 plus 4, 12 and 7, Elohim. Taking control of the electronic world, 3, 6, and 9. If this was a real game, if we were playing a real game, for me it is a game because that's how I'm playing it. That's how I'm putting this together. It's just one big puzzle, right? We're one step ahead. In fact, we'll always be one step ahead as long as we put all our heads together. You know, all rise, Aries and Sagittarius is the 9 birth. Everybody gets a shot at it, and we're all included. Aries, Sagittarius, Aries, Aquarius, 9/11 Sagittarius, Aquarius, 9 by 1199 to change in your pocket, 9 and 11, 2020. Everybody's got 99 cents in their pocket. 20 is the IT system, the house we live. What is 20? 20 is just like 7G, except it's broken up into 4 5s. When you go down 6 feet, the expression on the passing lane, when you're going down, you go down 6 feet, they bury you. I didn't say you get a berry because some berries could be strawberries. I don't know which berry you get, but each one of the berry might make you the straw man because they have to put it over the plant in the winter to save it for the next season. Yeah, so I just fool around with a few of those things. So what we had here when I began with the orange and blue, the 60-40 of the Earth Mars, right? 3 by 2, 2 by 2. Here comes the Fool in blue. Why Virgo at 7:15, G7, O15. This is how the game of, this is Monopoly when you go. 22, here goes the Fool. So here is your 1, 9, 10, your 2, 8, 10, your 3, 7, 10, your 4, 6, 10. That's your 40. No 5s included. Why is that? Is it because the 1, 2, 3, 4 equals to the 10? When I mentioned before 19, and it's Abraham's house. It just goes back to the same thing. Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, and yes, it goes back to Moses as well. Why? Because it's the Mo of Zeus. It's the word of Zeus. 5 through 26. Right? So we start off at E. Why do we start at E? Did I choose it by myself? Maybe. Maybe I'm a little biased. I'm going to show you why. I'm going to show you why. I have to come up and show why. If I don't show why, ain't worth it. Ain't worth duck. No duck for me. Duck is the number 2. Okay, so we have A, B equals to 3. I'm just going to do the backwards one just to start off. We have HI equals to 17. 3 by 17 equals to 51. 3 and 17 equals to 20. And 51 equals to 71. Minus 20 equals to 31. This one is go to jail. And this one is go to jail. The L letter, okay, is the soul. The J letter is what is A, B, C, D, or what is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 equals to 10J, or what is 10 at the value of 39, right? Now you see we had the lower house. We're going to stay on the lower house right now. Oh, let me just put this angel also equals to 39. And to make it fair, you know what we're going to do? We're going to go over to Virgo. And we're going to go over to, just give me a second. We got Virgo. Okay, I'm going to just leave it at Virgo. I forget why. Yes, Virgo, Libra. Lilith. The soul comes in Libra. And Sagittarius, right, in Pisces. .38 C&E Electric Company. You see in Valentine's, right? Valentine's is 1 month. It's a perfect month of 28 days, right? So when you add these two up, it's 10. And you add these two up, it's 10, right? They're both 10s. Well, your 10s look like 11s now. So when you come to over this, you have your 2, your birth comes in with this, and the continuations of the numbers are 292, 1111 into the house of creation. This is just a dictation. This is the 4 numbers. What you're going to do in here is you're going to separate this. You're going to multiply 1 times 2, 1 plus 2. It becomes 3 and 2. It's now communication. Where's the communication? What is A and D? What is 1 and 4 equals to 5? And what is whoopee 2 and 3 equals to 5. So what is AD and what is BC? After the D and before the C, that's your communication. It's going to go a little bit further. This is going to also multiply and multiply until it stops multiplying. And I'm just going to show you the multiplier as it goes up. It becomes what is 6 and 5. Remember, the 11s never get reduced, right? But I'm just going to move this on, and this 11 is where Aquarius steps in. A for Aquarius, A for Aries. Just let's look at it that way, right? But guess what's in the same family, right? The S, and this is a value of 11, right? Remember you play blackjack and you get ace 11, right? And when you get ace 11, you know what's included? You get into the doghouse because it becomes a K9. See what that word says? K-I and pretty funny, eh? So now we have GS, not a car, it's G5, right? Which is 7-5. Where did that, right, it's a 6-5. Hold on. It's not a G, keeps mixing me up, right?
The G looks like a 6, so it's 7 and 6 are like the same design. In fact, the E, the G, even the 9 all look the same. So we're going to continue on. So when we have A, B, C, D equals to 10, then we have what is A, B, C equals to 6. What is A, B, D equals to 7. What is A, C, D equals to 8. What is B, C, D equals to 9. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now we have to complete this. Here we did it with 4. Here we did it 3, 3, 3, 3. The average, okay, is 2 average. Here, what is the average? The average is 2 plus 1. 2, 2, 2, and 1. So what is the average? 7 divided by 3. 4, 2, 8, 5, 7, 1, 4. 4, 2, 8, 5, 7, 1, 4. Because they're always the same, right? Hold on a second. I just want to see something. This one over here is going to be 3 and 1 and 3. That's the way that one's going to work out. This one over here is going to be 2 and 2 and 2. This one over here is going to be, just give me a second. I think it's a quarter. 1.333. Oh, right, 1.666. 8 divided by 3 is 1.666. Right, I remember that. No, it's 2.666. I'm wrong. It's 2.666. It's 2.666. And you know what's really cool is that 11 Aquarius, right, is going to be 3, 6, 6, 6. Check it out. 11 divided by 3. Tell me I'm right. Yes, that's good. That's good. Right? Because it's rotating. Every single day that we awaken, it rotates. We're here. 666, it's a rotation. There's no end. The heart keeps beating. Right? The bee keeps moving. It never catches the end because you keep on breathing. So this here, okay, what happens is when you look at this, right, and there's a few things that are going on here, so I'm going to keep it basic, okay. First off, let me turn this light down. I need to put the camera up here and see what I'm doing. I have to go a little bit slower when the camera's in my hand. I tend to go a little too quick. I'm going to get just a glass of water. How you doing, Lucy? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay, just want to see what's happening. Somebody had a question. I'm going to just bring somebody up just for a minute. Keep it on par, please. Just for one question or two, and because I just want to keep on with the story. How you doing, Joseph? Just want to see what happens here. Okay, so yeah, I'm just going to get a glass of water. I'm going to come back. I'm going to slow down and explain a little bit more of this. Go to jail. So what it is in Monopoly. In Monopoly. Let's go here for a second so we can get some of the doubts out of what we don't know, what we don't see, what we can't conceive if we don't see it. How can we know? Yeah, here's those gateways. Here's all those connections. This is the singularity connecting the soul to beyond. Just a quick tap that we are the Orphan Children 5775 Electric Company. Here's the setup of the grid, 14 and 23 ABCD encompassing and holding on to the cube 55.
7 times 6, 7 plus 6. Here it is. Do you know the end score of the Super Bowl was Electric Company and Waterworks? Here is Go to Jail. Go to Jail is 31 and 71. In Jail is 1151.91, which is the Spirit. 10 times 9, 10 plus 9 is 109, which is Capricorn, Sagittarius. Capricorn is right here. It's an association of 4 houses at 22.5, equaling to 90. You have to multiply it or split it up. It's your blue 40 for the boy. The boy is blue 40. The doghouse. I'm going to come back and take control.
The doghouse, that's Mayweather.
Did you say Mayweather? Did you say Mayweather as
Yeah.
in the month of May or?
No, Floyd Mayweather. Doghouse.
Okay, it's very funny that you said that. That's like almost the beginning of when I started 20 years ago. Mayweather, the weather, THER is 51, right? The WEATHER, or whichever way we're supposed to weather the storm. I want to see which ways we're going to spell this. 55. I'm seeing 55 lately all the time. Weather. Oh, right.
-1 degree and cloudy in St. Jerome.
Okay, it wasn't the weather I was looking for. It was the ATHER. The THER is a value of 51. That is where you can do a lot of things with the word. I can do anything I want with the word, so it's just because of this. It's that in order for me or anybody, I believe, to understand something, you need as many situations as you can possibly get with the word. So T 28 and 5 is 33 and 18 is 51. So THER is also apparent in father. It is also apparent in mother. It's also in brother. In which we also have to take out the word OT, HER, the H letter. I have to go 3.5 is the cube. This is just a crazy thing. The way the O is when you count 1 through 5. Okay, it equals to 15. Okay, and that's the letter O. And then when you count from 2 over to 6, it equals to 20. And that's the letter T. It just so happens that this one is the 7th gate, okay, and this one is number 2. There's 7 and 2 in gematria in counting in gematria, at maximum 7 gematria. So I like to call it gematria because the Gema, it comes in the spirit of the sun. Sorry, this is the moon part. This is the spirit part. The spirit of the moon. Spirit of the moon.
You have the pyramid versus the temple / ziggurat, flat top.
How do you mark that? What is it called?
Ziggurat. I don't know it.
Okay, Ziga is good enough for me because why did
I think it's a U. I think it's a U.
Zuga?
I think it's like ZYGURAT.
Ziggurat.
Yeah, I don't know it.
A massive terrace step pyramid temple. But look at that. It looks like the word Giza. Okay, so the end of the word is a rug rat. So right away, you know, it's some kind of chemistry. Did the zigzag, rugrat, double G. Looks like Sagittarius is involved in this. Star system, Tartarius, Sagittarius, right? Tartarius, Sagittarius, Aquarius. They're all involved together. Oh, no wonder it keeps going out. I have no plug left on it. Yes, so these here, what happens is father is going to have a 7 value, mother is going to have a 28 value, and brother, okay, is going to have a 35 value. Only because of this here, the FA, the MO, and the BRO. So this one here, okay, is going to be 2, 8, 5, 7, 1, 4, 2. You know why that? So, whoop. 2, 8, 5, 7, 1, 4. Okay. So why does that? Because I took these two letters and I divided them by 7. That's why. 2 divided by 7. All right, 2, 8, 5, 7, 1, 4, 2. 2, 8, 5, 7, 1, 4. So this one here is 2, but here it equals to 14. It's gonna be 2 letters. The average is 14. Here is 3 letters, but 3. So 3 divided by what do you call it? Hold on a second. Boy. Anyways, it doesn't matter if I okay, this is Robber Bob. That's going to end up in this word over here. Robber Bob is the brother. 3.5 is the heart of the cube. It takes the father and the mother to create the 35, to create what is the brother to come together, but only through the father and the mother to create, and it's the brother it created. The sister is not like the rest of them, right? And the sister itself is showing you the numeric value for Jesus Christ. 77 and 74, which is a representation of the 7 C's of the power of energy. The 7 and 7 is 14, the 14th letter. 7 and 4 is 11, the 11th letter. Okay, almost like saying can or yes. 2, 3, 4 fit in between. It equals to 151. The same numeric value as JC, the same numeric value as a power, the same numeric value that will create creation itself through its dynamics of its own numerics of the male phallus. And it also connect to the moon. It connects to the Pearl Jam. You know what I'm saying? Pearl Jam, a little sticky goo. So here it's at the head of the game. We're going to go 7 times 7 equals to 49. 7 plus 7 equals to 14. 49 plus 14 equals to 63. 40 minus the whoopee-doo. Whoopee-doo. Didn't find that glue. There you go. Move that away. 14 minus 49 equals to 35. All right. The total here is 98, but the total here is 9 and 4 is 13. 4 and 1 is 5. All right. This says, first of all, this is going to be Mars' creation of the 13th Orpheus, the child. When you count this 1 and 3, it becomes 3.4, which means 5/3, 5/4. So it'll be 5/3 and 5/4. 5/4 is going to go with 5/6, and this is going to go with 5/7. This one here is the duality of the moons of Mars, 28 and 28. This one here is the singularity of a single moon running, okay, the 131, the male, okay, into the female house, 57, 75. 75 times 77 is 57, 75. If I want to find it, I would just find it right here. On the right, 1734 6, 1776 51. And on the left, 75. And it even says The Orphan Child. This is a game that is being played all around the world. All around the world. $57, 3 numbers. 75, 40, 54, 74, 75, 54, 57, 75. If I flip them over, what happens? Can I cut them out together? So here it's on the 9 and on the 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this is this side, right? And on the other side, right, it's on the 7 but ends on the 6. So how would I bend that? I bend that right there, right? So that's how it would look. So if I had to run an algorithm, I would start this one here, which would be one below. Well, let me see, right? I'd go here to here to here to here. You see the way they match up now? They're not supposed to match up. You can see one is 5, one is 3. So does it seem like if I took this one, put it here, how would I split this up? I know what I'd do. If one is 5, it'd be the first, the third, and the fifth. That's what it would do. So I would put this one here and this one here. What would it equal to? 6 and 9? 20. Anyways, there's something in here. I don't know what it is yet. But besides that, it says 5775. That's the end of the cube. That connects the pyramid. That connects the top of the dollar bill, right? So what it is, I'm going to have to design this out. Okay. I'm not sure if I saw a question up there. Let me just see if I have to answer something. Just give me a second to read. If you see anything out there, are you checking any of the comments at all? Okay, this is good. Okay, Jordan 23, Bird 33. Very, very good. So what happens is every 10, you can throw an algorithm in there of a face. All faces except for 3, 6, and 9 will rotate in 10, meaning that if you go from 1 to 1, it takes 10 area spaces. If you go from 2 to 2, it takes 10 area spaces, but 3 repeats at 12, and then it repeats at 21 and 30. So when you go back to the beginning, you have done 2.5 times the 3 that you've done only once of the other ones. What was the 6-1 thing? I didn't get that. I wasn't watching. Sorry, I'm not. Grandpa said hi. Grandpa said hi to who? I don't know. Somebody else wanted to come up. I don't know what happened. Where was I? You see, I don't want to lose myself by bringing too many people up, but you know what? I'm alone, so I think I'll just do it, and maybe I'll find another time to catch up on some stuff. Oh, they left again. Okay, yeah, Jordan 23. So the other thing about 23, it's communication. Your basic for 2 and 3 is your ho 69. Man, I gotta see. I hope I didn't lose this one book. Yeah, ho. Here it is.
So what is 304 then?
304 is the pumpkin day. 3 out of 4 years. It's
wow.
it's a bridge between both sides. You see, there's only when you have one area space. You see, I have to understand amongst others whether or not this reality of what I'm thinking is true. That in between 3 and 4, or what is 3 and 4, have only a half area space to work with. In fact, the entire cube runs off of 3 and 4 at 3.5. It's a half area space. It's the E part that runs in 3 and 4. And since 1 comes between 2 to create 3, we have to assume that 3 is the beginning of the creation. I say that's number 33, inverts to 4. It means they travel the same corridor. I have to be very basic with this. This cannot be a hard creation. This is a game, so it has to all work out to this basis. So when you go 7 times 7 times 7, you have 343. But when you add it together, it equals to 10 equals to 1, the same area space. It's too perfect. It's a tetrahedron. It's also the 364 days of the year. So the ho, ho, ho I mentioned is 8 and 15 is 23. It's 5 times 3, 5 plus 3. And that connects to your 5775, your orphan child.
It's an orphan child. Your mama was, oh my goodness.
You know, a virgin or Virgo is something that happens. You cannot be born. Okay, I don't want to get into that too much of a
Yeah.
story to explain. Okay, see this over here? This, hold on a second. I think my camera's the wrong way. Yeah, so over here, right? This piece here is the 7th one here. So when you see the purple, it's 766 connected. The hook goes down and the 7 with the 6s hook up on each side. I can't hook the 5 over to the, I can't hook the 7 over to the 5. First of all, they're odd. One of the 7th number is the 4th number in the odd numbers. In reality, don't count 5. We have to skip over 5. So what it is 1, 3, and 9, 7. And 7 is like 3, like 1 is like 9. So 7 can't connect as a positive either to 5. And the 7 has a moon in it, and it's the 3rd area space. 1, 2, 3. It's the 4th area space. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 3, 5. When you go to 7, it's the 4th one. It turns everything over. And in the deck of cards, it even shows you it doesn't have a heart position. It has an upper or lower position on the 8 card, the 7 card, the 6 doesn't have it. So when I put this to my understanding, also the king has 7 eyes, 3 cards of 222 and 1 of 1, which tells me it runs its cycles at 2-1 and 2-1, but cannot run, or it runs 2-1, 2-2-1, 2-1, 2-2-1. Or it can also be running at 1-2-1, but because it has, I'm just trying to see, because I'm not designing it, I can't exactly, just give me a second. Yes, the same thing happens with this design. This is a 6-1, 6-6, 1-6. The other one is a 2-1, 2-2-1-2. So why is it like this? There's 6 areas on this side, or 6 zodiac signs here, or 6 moons here, 1 moon here, and 6 moons here, 13, or 13 of anything, and 13 of anything. Here, you connect these two, and then you connect these two, and then these two, and then these two. And over here is the S, and over here is the H. Connect S and H. I'm not going to tell you to connect the next two because it's IT. And you connect the IT system to the system heaven space. Why space? Because it's the ace that gets divided amongst the two, connecting the left and the right hemisphere, joined together by the soul. 67 in the waters of Aquarius, or is it Neptune? Don't reduce 11, right? Why don't reduce 11? This is where Mars gets included. Birth comes into Mars. You can't reduce it. It's the only one we don't reduce. And when you have 2 of them, this is 11, right? No, sorry, this is 11, yeah. But when you have 2 of them, you have 11, 11, you have 22. You have 22, and the one that I'm not blocking, okay, is the other 11. That's your master 33. Not because I think so. It's because in this reality, I made it to be so. I made it to be so. Here's how I made it to be so. So before I let this page go, so what happens is 7 comes down with 6 and 6,
and 6 connects to 5, and 6 connects to 5, 6, 5, 11, 6, 5, 11, 7, 6, 13, 7, 6, 13. 1 and 3 is 4, 4 and 11, 4 and 11, 4 by 11, 44. 4 and 11, 15 equals to 59. Connect the energy up to the sky. 7, 5, 57, 75, 57, 75. Over here, it's also going to talk about the game of darts. Did I get that right? Yes. The game of darts, no separation. Monopoly, separation with the trains. Here, you join multiple boards. Here, you are at the heart of a single area space. A single area space in the Monopoly is encompassed by what is 666. It's a 13 by 13 area space. I'm just trying to see where I was going. I'm trying to remember where I was with this. Not happy. Oh yes, I was on the ho ho ho. Okay, yes. I'm going to be taking a 2 or 3 minute break if you don't mind. I just want to write down, want to make sure I don't. 3 gives 1 power. 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 1 for 3 for 1, 3 for 1 for 3. There's a few things going on because what it is both 3 and 4 come together 3 times. The soul comes 3 times 120, which overlaps 8 times. Here. I'm not sure if I have any mistakes in this, right? So you have Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, and Pisces and sperm all fit together. And you know what that is? That's a trinity. 71 minutes on the clock, 111 minutes to heart of the cube. 71 Virgo, 71 Pisces. What's so important about that? This is 6 o'clock. This is 12 o'clock. This is a duality in Pisces. This is a singularity. They bringing on the gateway to the second side of the 8th house, which is actually 6. It's 6 and 6, right? But when you say Pisces, it's 12. So it's 1/3 and 2/3 of 18. When you have the total of 18, 18 by 18 is 324. The reverse alphabet is 324, and that is the earth vibration, our healing vibration. 342. 18 times 18 is 171. AGA, which is the silver gates, 1 times 7, 1 plus 7 is 7 and 8. That 7 and 8 is the power station by the Vatican. It's 326s. It's the Doghouse Connect. But 78 is also 6 by 13, which is Mars connecting to the 616, to Abraham's house, through the femininity.
What about Aquarius?
Aquarius 11, never reduce 11. Here, Aquarius, the master teacher. Are there fish in Aquarius, like goldfish or something? Okay, this is so I'm going to write this out.
It can be. It's a water carrier.
So, yeah, and you need the electric fish. So, what it is...
That's lightning.
Well, light 10-9. Capricorn over to Sagittarius. Light 10-9. 42 and 39. You know what that equals? 81. 9 times 9 equals to 81 minutes. Or what is 121 o'clock? Or what is 9 by 9? 81 minutes, 11:11, which is also the end of the cribbage game. Saturn square. Saturn square right here. Look at that. This is the silver gate. You see that 120? When you add up 1 to 15, it equals to 120. But the end of the game is 121. The flesh is the arrow. It's the Christmas tree. It's the it's the tetrahedron. Look, 99% of the time people play 2, but they're showing 3. What happens with the red, white, and blue? Why is the white in between the blue? Why does the blue have the shortest track?
Why does the red have the longest track? Why is the white is the medium track? Is this not the reality of this board? Are all the boards the same? Oh, yes, look at that. Where's Pete Rose? It's time for Pete Rose to be chosen. L3R, look at that. The left hemisphere, the right hemisphere, and the beat creation. It's even talking about it. Wow. Wow, look at that. MAAR. Mark Ham Communications and Mark Mars. Limited, ETITMT limit. No limit. Company, Electric Company 87. That's where the soul comes in. Look at that. It even starts with Lilith, LI. 12 and 9. This is where Pisces comes in. The card is 26. So anyways, I'm not going to get into this. There's a lot going on. Oh yes, look. This says in the earth. Look, the word is French. Right? The animal is within. And every time I look at that RET, it's the electronic, something to do with our eyes. I don't know how that works. Yeah, I said I was going to take 2 minutes. I need to get a glass of water or something. I'm going to continue on to we did that brother thing. I didn't finish that brother thing. I also didn't finish the number thing. Right. I was putting this up here. That's what I was doing. I got to keep up to myself. Yeah, I was watching The Doors today. A lot of stuff inside the music. Lots of stuff. Oh, let's see how my beans are doing. Okay, so what was I doing? I guess drinking water. Okay, so 1 and 8 equals to 9. 6 and 3 equals to 9. 2 and 7 equals to 9. 5 and 4 equals to 9. 3 and 6 equals to 9. 4 and 5 equals to 9. 6 and 1 equals to 7. 8 and 3 equals to 11, equals to 18. Chai. 1/3, 3 to 1. 2 and 5, and each one of these are calculations also. I'm not getting into that right now. That's why I work in skeleton mode, because if I had to calculate everything, not everything is going to make sense. It's going to go somewhere. Okay, and I'm just going to find it in the future. I already have most of these calculations. but just to tell you that I'm not doing them right now. So here is 7, and here's 11 equals to 18. And here's the same thing. Here is 7, and here's 11 equals to 18. So when we're talking about it, we're going with Virgo, with Scorpio, and Capricorn. It's also, we have to include Venus in this because it's 10 minus 8, where Scorpio's the 8 and Capricorn is this one over here. I'm not including I'm not including Aries because what happens is Aries, Taurus. See, this is where I believe some of the science is missing right now. Like if they're having trouble finding some numbers, is because they don't know they don't ask all the questions, right? Taurus. Or maybe they're not running. They must run the script. It's impossible that I'm the only one running the script. Impossible. It exists all the time. I mean, this is the first thing you learn at school, no? Gemini. And the last one is going to be Cancer. And it's funny that Cancer is the 4th one. It equals to 44. It's just too funny. And then it equals to 41 and 3, 44. So with your ACD 8, your Cancer is your 8. So your Gemini, I think it equals to 57 and starts off with the small moon. 18 and 14, 32 and 13 is 48 and 12. 12 and 13 is 35 and 9 is 44 and 14. 9, 18, 32, 45, 50, 57. Okay. Taurus is 100, but it's gold. It's gold within it. All right. You got the AU. We also have this one over here, 1 through 20. This is going to be a gateway. It's also going to be 210. This is going to be the dartboard. When you add 1 through 20, it equals to 210. So this is the 10th level of your cube in Taurus. The house is split. But when it gets split, we don't need everything, right? The difference between what is 1 through 15 and what is 1 through 20. This equals to what is 210, and this equals to what is 120, a whole 90 in between. That the 16 and 17 and 18 and 19 and 20 is going to equal to 36, and 36 is 72, and 18 is 90. The average is 18 within the sun. So you take these two averages here. The thing about this is it's 10-7, and this one is 10-9. So in both of them, they're going to hold the head. Here's the head: Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer. 7, 1, 3, 8. 1, 3, 7, 8. So when we run these numbers, we're going to run these 3, then these 3, then these 3, then these 3. We're going to just keep switching them all up. And then we mix them up all together inside of here. So there's going to be 4 houses. Again, back to the ABC theory, how you have to run it. If you have 4 numbers, you run 3. If you have 3 numbers, you run 2. Hold on a second. Let me see if I have it here. Did I show the ABC? I had to do it. Come on. Don't tell me I didn't do it. I had to do it. I know I did it. Yeah, here. See, this is what you have to do, this and this. So I started to do it. First you do that, and then you do that. But this is not what it's supposed to associate this. So when you do this and when you do this, that's fine. This is what is going to be 1 and 9 and 3 and 7 equals to a total of 10 equals to a total of 10. But when you want to go straight down, you have to go like this. You have to go like this and like this, okay, and like this. You have no choice. You can't stop. You have to follow the exact lines. That's this truth. You can't guess. I don't guess. I run that rule. That's the rule of the game. Here, here, and here. So when we do this connection, I'm now using the fifth pole to run through it. Should I just add on what is my 2 and, hold on a second, 2 and my 8 equals to 10? Or should I add on the 5 in the center because I crossed over this way as an obligation? When I go the other way, it's the same thing. Now, when you run the Mars house, which means every area space is going to equate equally, nothing will be split up anymore. There's a difference between the two because what happens is this is the mini board. The game is not played this way. According to Monopoly, right? According to Monopoly, the game is played this way. That's the game. So the Monopoly game shows you that the corners are square and the properties are rectangular. So what I'm assuming in numbers is what happens is like the harmonica things become like the chips. They fold into each other and you lose that number. It becomes a duplicate number. Like there becomes how can you call it? Instead of being a flat line, it creates an area space or a heart zone to it. And you can also move, if you move the top area and the bottom area, they come together. I don't know how to explain it. It's like moving time, like in an instant. It's a folding, you folding time, right? Because all these things you see for us, we go on levels, right? We go on levels down, but they go straight right through, right? The lines go right through. All the numbers go right through. Do you see what I'm explaining? Anyways, so this here, hold on a second. Wait, I'm backwards. Am I still backwards? So yeah, so it's 4, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. There's a total of 22 here. And again, 22, which is this. So 22 is this. Where am I? Where am I? 22. Where's that book? Is it this book? No, it's not this book. Okay, hold on a second. Yeah, we didn't finish that ho, ho, ho yet, right? I'm going to have to get back to that ho, ho, ho in a minute. I just want to get to that 22. Where's the 22? Oh, God. Okay, I was doing this. Okay, maybe it wasn't 22, but I'm going to talk about, yes. Okay, so, yes, okay, yes, I remember. Which page was it on? That's the question. Do I have to write it all out again? No. Okay, it's here. I think it's here. No, where's the 11s? Where's all my 11s? Okay, it's here. So here you have 11, here you have 11, here you have 11. 6, 5, 11. So when you have a 1, right, you're going to have 8 that are around it. Where? See that? There's 8. When you have 6, and that's the other side of the 1, you have 3. You have 3. Then you add them up and you have 11. So when I hold the cube like that, you got 11. When I hold the cube like that, you got 11. So when it's sitting this way, you have 2 poles. That's 11, 11, 22. When you have one this way, you have 1 pole. That's 11. That's your master 33. Now, where's your 44? It's on the face. 44 is on the face right here. That's the face. 1800 hours, yes. 3 gives 1 power. So let me see what's going on. 81 Hell's Angels, yes. Yes, so it's what it is, you see this? Here is where Capricorn comes in. This is the Sun Angels. Now it's 420s, it's 4 houses. You see the Sun is the 18, 9 and 9. The other one is a 9 by 9. When you have the 9 and 9, 9 and 9 is the plus sign. But also, when you do this and you do this, you're creating 44. It's a double 7 and a 1. Here, let me show you. When you create the cross-like sign and you create a double cross-like sign, you create a bridge. 44 is Abraham. The left and the right angles, right? This is your 3, 4, 3 connect. Your 7 by 7 by 7 equals 343, 434 equals to 11 equals to 10. 1, 0.5 equals to 3.5 times 3, or what is 757? How about 1776, 677, 175, 57, which also looks like 2012. And the 5s look like the 2 for the house of 8. 3 times 6, 3 plus 6 equals 18 and 9, 27. You're 18 and you're 9. It seems like an odd and an even number, right? Your 18 is going to be your 2/3. Your 9 is going to be your 1/3. In your house of creation, 27. Creation of 360, 1 between 2 equals to 3, reverse alphabet, 2, 4, which is like 3, 6. This is 1/3, this is 2/3. 3 times 6, 18, 3 plus 6, 9. Here is Gemini Virgo. Now we also have another Gemini. But with the second Gemini, do you know what we have? We have communication in Leo through Pisces. How is that? It's 12. It's 12. Three by 26, the doghouse is 78. 3 by 29 is 87. 6 and 9 by the breath we come into the house. In jail to the silver cord, 1 through 7 equals to 28, cycling the moon. When we add on the 8, it equals to 36. When you go from 9, it equals to 45. And now we count the double digits, 10 through 15 equals to 75 plus 9 equals to 84, and 36 equals to 120, which is 1 through 15 equals to 120, which is 717, or what is 1 through 18 equals to 171 equals to 9 equals to 15. Here is the letter I. Here is the letter O. Maybe your IO system, or what looks like 10. 24, the ox. This is where the vibration comes in. The 18 by 18 back to the 324 again. And the third letter is C. And the 24th letter is X. And when you have the trinity, 2 and 4 is 6. And that's the letter F. And the reverse alphabet of F is 21. And that's the letter U. So you have FU, C, X. And you have and you and you have 6 and 21 and 6 and 24. So you have 6 and 3 and 3 and 6. But it's not just that, it becomes 3, 2, becomes 6 and 3, 6 and 2, 6 and 5 to start with. 23.5 communications center. And then over here you have 6 and 8. And then it becomes, let me see that. Okay. So what you have is you have the assembly of 6 and 8 is 14, right? And then 1 and 4 is 5. So they equate together, 5 and 5, in the spirit of 76. Which again, AD and BC. 1 and 4 equals to 5. So where am I? Yes, so 2 times 4 is 8. 2 plus 4 is 6. So where the numbers come from? 1 times 2 is 3. 1 plus 2 is 2. Here's an automatic over here. They must come together. This is the communication in the lower house. This is the B in the inside house. It gets split into 4 different houses. This is the heart. This also creates, what is that? DNA. This here, when you multiply these, this one over here becomes 12 plus the 1 is 13. So 6 times 2 is 12. Plus 8 is 20. Plus 1 is 21. The 1, 2, 6 are the 12 o'clock and the 6 o'clock. Creates the duality and the singularity of what is 1/3 and 2/3. 1/3 and 2/3. I want to see this again. Where did I get this from? Just give me a second. Oh yeah, we're talking about the 3 and the 6. Yes, it's 1/3 and 2/3 of what is I9 is whole in this situation. They're not all the same. So this is what I want to do with this. This is what it was. Now I remember, right? So 12 and 6, this is a double digit over here. So this will be made up of 6 and 6, right? What else will it be made up of? It'll be made up of 7 and 5. It'll be made up of 8 and 4. This one, what's it made up of? 3 and 3. What else is it made up of? 4 and 2. What else? 5 and 1. And now it has a reverse to it, because the 8 is the reverse. A 4 and 4 is 8. A 5 and 3 is 8. So I didn't even finish explaining that and this, and it's late, and I'm tired. I can't believe it. I shouldn't even be tired, but there's just so much. It'll never stop. Millions of years of history and stories, the alphabet. So what this was, these are singularity. When I was explaining the numbers before here, if you look closely, 1 and 8 and 7 and 2. They don't show up again. They don't show up again. Hold on a second. Don't count this one here. Don't count this one here. I'm going to be counting. You see these? We're only going to be looking at these. Right? These are the totals down here. I don't want to mess it up. These are totals. Right? These are totals. Don't count that one. Okay? Your 7 is here. Your 2 is here. Your 1 is here. Your 8 is here. If you look at the 3, 6, you look at the 4, 5, you look at the 3, 6, you look at the 4, 5, the male phallus runs with the 3, 6. The female runs with the 4, 5. It runs in duality. Right? And you want to see something? L is the 12 for the soul. O is the 15. If you multiply this by 4 and this by 4, this equals 48 beyond the arc. This equals to 60 minutes on the clock. Otherwise, you can also do it by 3. It'll give you 45 and it'll give you 36, right? So now again, you're back to the phallus and the female. They're 2 body parts, right? The proton, the electron, and the neutron get squirted into, and you end up with the connection to the moon. So your 9 times 7, 9 times 6, 9 times 5, and 9 times 4 equals to 36, equals to 45, equals to 54, equals to 63. 9, 9, 9, 9. The thing about this is 18, and this is 20, and this is 20, and this is 18, and this is the same way the Aztec or the Tzolk'in calendar worked. 18 and 20 months of 18 days for 360, or the Egyptian calendar, and then the 5 extra days that have to look into it. What the 5 extra days might be is inserted that between every 18 days is another day. So you go, or every 18 months is another day. So you'd have 18 and 1 and 18 and 1 and 18. Just because it's 20 times 18 for the 360, 5454 in the oceans. I'm just a little tired right now. This over here is your association of the 4Y. It's the ABC theory. And I'm just too tired to continue, I think. But I'm going to flip the camera, slow down a little bit, and just see who's up here so I don't squish anybody out. Ubila, let me see this. Thank you, Zorzen. Thank you. So what I definitely don't want to miss a few things. So what happens with ho 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 is when you begin the go in Monopoly, right, or wherever else you want to do it, what happens is the 7 ball and the 15 ball in pool, they're the same. This is how I came up with this understanding. Besides that, there's just so many connections. So when you have 715, this is a communication through G. It connects 616 or 76. So 420 minutes plus 15 is 435, 345. Let's go play a round of golf. We'll have we'll have 2 pars of 3, we'll have 2 pars of 5, and we'll have 5 pars of 4 in the front 9. Sometimes they switch it up. So what happens is 7 and 8 is like 7. There's an upper and a lower area space. The 8 card, the 7 card, and the 8 card. 1, 2. They're both, see that? 5 and 3. 5 and 2, 5 and 3, electric company to the heart of Earth. 7, 8, hook up to the power station. 1 times 7, 1 plus 7. The wolf comes into town. The moons of Mars. 7 by 8, 56. 2 28s, 56. 7 and 8, 15. Bring on in a good vibration. 15 and 56 is 71. Every 71 minutes is 1 hour, 11 minutes, which is 151, 77, and 74. The power of JC. So let me finish with the hoe before I get a drink and come back. I see somebody wants to come up. I'll bring them up. So 7 and 8 come together. It's the same thing. The 8 is the queen. The G is the queen. The 6 is going to be the nab, the jack, and it's the jack that plugs in to the house. The 5 and 5 house at AD and BC. So what you have over here, here's 420, here's 480. We run the 60 between 420 and 480. How do I connect this? How about 4 times 2, 4 plus 2? It brings on 6 and 8, divides the 7th gate. Your 7 and 8 equals to 15, 1 and 5 reduced to the 6 that it's holding. So 5 times 3, 5 plus 3 is 15 and 8, 23. 3 by 23 is 69. How about a ho, ho, ho? How about a 3 by 3, 6, 9. 3 plus 3, 6. How about a ho, ho, ho again? When you have 8, 15, that's the 15 ball, that's the 8 ball, right? That's the 15 ball. 1 and 5 equals to 6, 7 and 6 within your own zone, right? 7 and 6 in your own zone before you have the 8 ball. After this, you have the 8 ball. 8 and 9 connect together. You're awake or you're asleep. So 8, 15. 8, 15, 8 by 6 is 480. Plus 15 is 495. The 4th letter, the 9th letter, the 5th letter, die is the numbers. Now this can be inverted to a 6. Why did I put the fox? Because once you go the ho, 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 I end up with 15, 15, 15 is 45. The 3 times 8 is 24. The 3 by 5 is 15. 15 and 24 is 39 for the Fox Angels. 3 by 2 is 6, 45. It says Fox Angels. And at the same time, you know why it's Die Hard? Because the house is split. The A and the H come together. The R and the D is for the 3rd house, the residency of the split house. Don't disregard what the D is. The D is 500 Roman numerals. The M is 1000, bringing XXX together. And you can see this in the game of 10 in bowling. And yes, there's other kinds of games. Every game will tell a story, bringing the understanding of the numerics and algorithms themselves. And then what I do, I throw out the numbers and I replace them with, oh, look, it's Aries. Oh, it's a cardinal sign. Oh, it's a fire sign, you know? So I replace it with what fits the script. And then we do it all in fairness amongst everything that occupies the area space. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And we shift all the days, because if man came on day 6 with land, animal, and man, because by the breath came by the airwave, right? On the 3rd day. So what happens? A, B, C, D theory. So when you have this, 3 8s is 24, bringing on the 7th gate. When you have the 4th 8, it's 32. And when you have the 4th 15, that's 1. It's 32 and 1, creating the 33, bringing on the breath into the house of the sun, or the house of the rising sun. Why do I say that? There are 3 1s on a cube. 1 is here, 1 is here, and 1 is here. Each area that you see is consistently going to carry a document or a blueprint that says there are 9 areas on each side. Stamp 9, and we stamp 9. And when I stamp 9, here's the 9. You only see 3 because there's only 6 sides. We didn't stamp the rest. So there's 3 missing here and 3 missing here, 6 in the void plus 3. 6 in the dot minus 3, 6, 3, 3, 6. 4, 5, 5, 4, 5, 4, communication 2, 3. 6, 3, communication 1, 4 after the D before the C. Before maybe the 7 C's. Have you ever traveled to 7 C's? Traveling the 7 C's, and how about the D's, or how about DC? DC, D500, C100, 500 and 100 is 600. Oh, we can just keep going on and on and on. All the Roman numerals. There's only 2 numbers that exist in the Roman numerals. It's 5 and it's 1. 1 equals to 34. The traveling plank between Earth and Mars. 5 equals to 42, opening up the 7th gate. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4 to get to the other side. Why did the chicken cross the street? What if there was a spinning wheel on here and it spun and the chicken had no choice? As it walked here, it spun around and it brought the chicken over here. And then the chicken was here and it spun around and it brought the chicken over here. I'm waking up and falling asleep at the same time. Falling asleep at the helm. Yeah, so to finish off that, ho 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 is 69. It's 32 representing the pig, also representing Leo, communication, bringing on the breath, bringing on the waters within us through our birth. I spoke about, I just have to go. There's just so many things, just so many things, and I'm tired and it's late, you know. We got hundreds of thousands of years of written history. You know, whatever the truth is, don't forget they can bring the flood into this world, and they can dump this world. And you know, Dr. Mario, they just keep continuing. There's a few things that had to be spoken about that cannot end this with the ABCD. Let me just see where it is. Right. So what it is in the ABCD, let me just take this off for a second. So with ABCD, where am I? Right? What happens is A goes over to I, B goes over to H, C, and remember, 1 between 2 equals to 3, 9 and 8 is 17, the reverse alphabet is 10. A, B, C, D, there's 26 letters in the alphabet, 1 through 26, 1 and 26 is 27, so it's 10 and 17, your first connect. Libra and Capricorn first connect to the air sign. So that is 43. I think we walked the plank in Libra at 43. And also when you build a tetrahedron, you build it with 10 sticks and 7 sticks. The first one is with 10 sticks, and the second one connects to it because it's already got the moon link. So it's 7 sticks. So it's 10 and 7, 17. And then you connect to the heart, which creates the 18, and you have your own moons. So it's 19 and 20. I think, is that what it is? 17, 18, 19, and 20. Is that what it is? 7 times 2 is 3. 3 and 4 is 7. Yes, it's 7. It's 7 with 2 ends is 14, plus 1 is 15 to connect. Yes. So you have 3 going down, and then you go 3 across. And then each one gets a pole. There's 1 pole here, 1 pole here, 1 pole here. 1, 2, 3. And then 1 pole down is 4. And then you get the same thing here. You get 1, 2, 3, and you get 3 poles, and then 1 pole here is 4. They share these 3. So that if you take away these 3, you end up with 3, 4, 3, 4. And then they share these 3 over here. Then you have to get this connect. This is a binding connect, but I need a major pole over here. I need a full moon over here to connect this link over here. Not here, not the same thing over here. Because you're not breaking. Here it's broken. You're bringing the 2 poles together over here. So there's going to be a lap or an overlap to it. If you notice, this is all 3s and this is all 3s, but when I hold it this way, it's 4, 4, 4, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, but when I hold it this way, it's 1, 2, 3. So if we're running the clock of 3 and 4, we run 3 by 20 minutes, 3 by 120, 3 by 12 for 36 inches for the hash mark. We run 4 by 90, 4 by 15. We run the third and the fourth house together in the same area. Just turn it a little bit this way to create what is equality. I think that's what I have to remember what it is. I don't remember the equation. 1.333 divided by 4. Blah, blah, blah. I don't. Ay, ay, ay.
In the 7th stretch, we're finally free. Oh, the sky like geometry, 9 and 4 in symmetry.
Okay, we're just going to play a song. I'm going to end it, and just a little teeny weeny song. Let's see where I can go. Hold on. I don't want to play this one. Hold on a second. And the other one I wanted to do was this also. Oh, I think somebody wanted to come up first. Yeah, we're going to have to do that. Yeah. Just let me play that song first, if you don't mind, if you have a few minutes, right? How you doing? How are you? I'm not going to put on this. How you doing?
Can you see me?
No, I cannot.
Oh, I have my camera covered. I don't know if you realize that. What's up, man?
Not too much. What's going on?
Oh, I'm just hanging out.
Yeah, do you know
Reading some
anything about
books.
this channel?
Oh, yeah, bro.
Whoop, what happened? Hold on a second. I'm just trying to play something.
Oh,
Did I
it's
shut
okay.
you off? Hold on. Turn it back on again.
It's okay. I think it's because I have my shirt off. They
Oh,
shut me down.
yes. So, so how long have you been here? Have you ever been here before? Have you seen any of my other pieces that I brought up?
Yeah,
YouTube?
my last name was Pixel Drifter.
Oh, yeah.
I'm,
Okay.
I'm the
Yeah,
guy
yeah.
with
Okay. I
the.
thought so. I
I'm
thought
the
I saw you.
fellow.
I couldn't. Yeah, yeah. You sent me all those. I haven't worked on them. I worked on some of them. That's where you gave me the idea when I started coming up with those cards that you're seeing.
Oh,
That's,
yeah.
well, that's your idea.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen that one yet, man.
Oh, yeah. Here, I'll show you.
I've been studying the Zohar lately.
That's a piece that I haven't worked on yet, but it's one of my pieces that I knew I wasn't going to forget. I knew that others were going to want to look on it. So you can look at the Zohar.
Have you ever heard of the Sefer Yetzirah?
Yes. I don't know very much of anything or anything at all, but I will tell you Zohar in Chaldean is 77, and it's communication within the sun. The reason for this is Chaldean, the Z and the O, is what is 15 and 26. The reverse cube runs that way. Here's the 15, and here's the 26 on the other side. 1 through 5 equals to 15, and 2 through 6 equals to 20.
All right.
So that becomes TO, that's 35 together. It's the heart of the cube. In the Zohar, it becomes the heart of the cube. The Ra letter 1 through 18 is 171. This is where the silver gate comes in. You do know 1, 7, and 1 is AGA, right? And that's again, when the silver gate comes in 171, what's inside 171? It's 2, 6. 2, 6 reflects 1 and 5. 1 and 5 are the 2 fire signs running the vibration of 432 or 324, which is 18 by 18, 324.
I'm not quite sure what that means, man.
Okay, I'll tell you in a minute.
How do you interpret that?
18 by 18 equals 324. The first thing is about 324 is the reverse alphabet when it begins its first bridge, when one comes between two to create three. The reverse alphabet is the 24th letter. So
Okay.
far, so good.
Explain it to me like I'm 5.
18, okay, is a half area space of 36. Is that right for you?
18 is half of 36. Yep.
Yes. Right?
Okay.
So when you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way to 18, it equals to 171, okay?
Okay.
If I look at it, if I look at it as a 171, it becomes A, then G, then A. And AGA is a representation of silver.
Ah.
Now the thing is when you associate 7 next to 1, you're actually going to say 17.
Okay. Yeah.
And the reason for this is you can say both of them because you have to do all of them, right? But the 17 is because the French do it. When they put 1 next to 7, it's 17. They say 10-7. That's why I'm saying it. So it's not the same as 16. It's not the same as 15. You see, when they're saying Yod Hey, right? Yod is the 10th letter, so it's a double digit. It's
Right.
not the same as saying Tet Vav, which is also 15,
Right.
but that's 2 single digits.
Mm.
There's a difference in that. Because the reverse alphabet of a double digit versus a triple digit is if you're running with 9, okay, every area space will be 9. If you're running with the alphabet of 26, every area is going to be, sorry, if you're running with the alphabet of 26, where was I? You know what I'm talking about. Hold on a second. 1 through 26 is 27. 1 through 9 is 10. So whatever you occupy that space, either it's going to be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But when you say 0, it's going to be a duality because 0, 10 is going to be 2 area spaces. So if I break it down to 2 numbers, I can show you those 2 area spaces with 2 numbers other than saying 10 because that 10 is going to say 18. Because once you occupy an area space, it's automatically at the minimum of 9. It all depends. It's all relative, right? It depends what I'm working with. But in base, when I'm working with the base of the 9, it's going to be 9. Now, if I put 1 there, it's 1, but I'm still missing 8. And the minute you put 1 there, no matter what, the minute you see this one, it's 8. And you see this one, it's 8. And you see this one, it's 8. They're all 8s. But you see the 4 dot with the 1. The reason is every single one of these is going to look like this. This is the schematic before they punch out a dot.
Okay.
There's multitudes of things going on here. I can take this. I can take the side here, and instead of doing this, I can do this. And now you can see all 9. And when you add them up, it equals to 45. That means this side equals to 45. This equals to 45. And this equals to 45. That's 90. 135 for 3 sides. 135 says ACE. It's ACE. It's the sun house.
Yep, that's it right there.
There's so much. So we had Ho 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 with 69 by the breath we live. The diamond, what happened with the diamond card, right? Is if you take a look, you see this is like you put this on, the Pope was wearing this hat, right? And you see the 5 sides here? When I put 2 5 sides together, that should be 10, right? But it's not. It's 8.
Yep.
It's 8 because there's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't count these 2. There's only 8. So this is where October comes in as the octagon with Capricorn and Scorpio. So the 10 and the 8 is because it's the A, B, C, D that create the Capricorn. 4 times 22.5 equals to the 90. It's the 3 and the 4. Everything is 3 and 4, 3 and 4. 1 comes into 2. 1 and 2 are the power stations that power up.
Yep.
Power up. Alpha, beta. Let's power up. ABBA. And
Yeah,
ABBA
but
flicks it.
yeah.
And here's your 11. Look, 3
Yep.
and 11. Do you know they're the same? They're absolutely the same. Because if you say 11, 1 times 1, 1 plus 1 is 1 and 2 equals to 3. And that is
That's
your
what I was
1 and 2
thinking.
equals to, what's that?
That's what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah, I'm going to be just taking just two minutes just to, I don't know, water, whatever it is. I'll be back in a minute.
Okay, I'll play my guitar.
Guitar. So when I think of the G with the U, that's 7/21/28 cycling. The guitar together is talking about the pole cube, meaning it's the completion of one cube and the beginning of the next. This is where the 84th day, I want to do that part also. On the 84th day, it's 7/12. This is the gate here.
Oh, wait. Look out of any doorway, any window, any day. Look out of any window, any morning, any evening, any day. Maybe the sun is shining, the birds are winging, and no rain is falling on a heavy sky. What do you want me to do for you, to see you through? This is all a dream we dreamed one afternoon long ago. Walk out of any doorway, feel your way, you feel your way like the day before. Maybe you'll find direction around some corner where it's been waiting to meet you. What do you want me to do, to search for you while you're sleeping too? Please don't be surprised when you find me dreaming too.
So this one here is up on my, all of these. I made all the original designs, and I just told ChatGPT what to add on to it. So this is within the mind. There was one piece. I'm just trying to think what it was.
I didn't mean to cut you off, brother.
Oh, you didn't cut me off. I cut you off.
What were you talking about? The 27 cube with guitar, huh?
Oh, yeah. Oh, the
It's the beginning
45,
of
right?
the
So what it is here's the 45. It's the IT system. 4 times 5, 4 plus 5 equals to 20 and 9, 29. Now, what happens with the 29 is really interesting because 2 times 9 is 18, right? You walk the plank. 2 plus 9 is 11. So what you have is R and K. Now, what is R and K?
Okay.
R and K is the highest number you can have in the house of birth. It's
That's
the
what I
high
was-
house.
Yep.
So what happens, I'm going to show you. It's the feminine creates the high house. 5 times 4 equals to 20. 5 plus 4 equals to 9. This is the score to Super Bowl, bringing in the crown. Exactly the score at 42. It was perfect. It was a crazy thing. So here's what happens. First of all, yes, hold on a second. I talked about Capricorn with Scorpio. So what I want to finish with that. So what happens is the head is A, B, C, D. Now the head goes and connects. The lower house is 10, A, B, C, D, 10. The upper house is 3 times the value of the lower house, equaling that when you see 39, 3 and 9 is 1/3 and 2/3 of what is 3 and 9. It's the same thing as 13 or 31.
Yeah.
Everything is based on 3. 4 is the completion, and you start over again. And then you run 4 cycles. We run the 4 cycles for the connection of the 64-bit, whatever it is. It's 4 by 4 by 4 is 64 by 8 is 512, or what is 16 by 16? 4 times 4 is 16. 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 and 16 is 24. 2 times 4, 2 plus 4 creates 6 and 8. It opens the energy in the birth through the 7th gate. So you have 6, 8, 14, 5, 9, 14, which inverts to what is 7, 5, 12, and 8, 4, 12. So this is your 7 by 12, 84 cycle. And I have to explain that even through it. I can't even do it since it's too much. I have a 26-minute video explaining half of it yesterday and 10,000 others. Where am I? Yeah, it's too late for me. I usually can go to the morning, but I want to be precise, Yeah, so what happens is when you have 3 dice, I want to be able to finish this piece at least. When you have 3 dice, we can do it with 1 also, but when you have 3, you have 18 sides. The minimum is going to be 1. The maximum is going to be 6. So when you multiply, what's that?
That's right. I'm just agreeing with you.
When you multiply it by 3, you have 3 and 18. The halfway point is 10.5, which is 3 times 3.5. Now, this cube here, right, is 21. The thing is, there's 3 in the center, and there's 18 on the outside. And that is your 18 and 3. The halfway meeting point is 105 between 10 and 11, which is the low house between 1 through 10 and the high house between 11 and 18. Believe it or not, that what's crazy about this is Virgo and Aquarius.
That's what I was thinking. Yep.
But I can show you, if you know where it comes from and why, I'm going to help you out just a little bit.
The Virgo and Aquarius are both ruled by Saturn.
Okay, okay, so first of all, Scorpio comes here. This is the head. 10 is the head. Scorpio comes in over here. Scorpio rules man. Because 8 and 6 are the same thing. It's divided by the 7th gate. So why I said this is when you have 17, 18, 19, you have to separate it. It's 10, 7, 10, 8, and 9. 8 and 9 run the equator together.
Yep.
They run the equator together for the reason of this. Here's the reason. Here's your circle. Here we break the circle like this, right? If 18 is here, then 18 is here. So if you go to 19, you go here, and you go to 19, you go here. They overlap.
Yep.
And if they hook together like this, they lose area space when they lock in. So instead of 18, it'll now be 17 locking in, or what you'll do is you'll make her harmonic like this and compress space.
Yep.
But instead of compressing space, what you're actually doing is giving it a dimension. You're expanding it. So it's shrinking. Instead of it being a circle like this, it would be now like this. And when you see that, it's actually showing angle.
Yeah.
So what was 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1 is now 1, 2, 6, 2, 1, which is equivalent to 6 times 6 times 6, 216. Same thing, 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock. Hey, Bay, how you doing? So
What's up, babe?
yeah, the Zohar. I didn't want to skip that. I'm going to go back to it. So what happens
Okay, good.
is the R is 18, right? And the where am I here? Oh,
Said R is
and the
18.
11 is K.
Yep.
Okay, and this is king in English, but it's roi in French. Like when you get your royalties, or how about your Rottweiler?
Yep.
This is
yep.
also your canine in here. It's the doghouse. The ing to the K in Aquarius. What's going on? 7 by 5 is 35 by 3, 105. It's the heart in the doghouse. So listen to what I did, if I can remember. Hold on a second. I said the canine, right? So what did I just do?
You put doghouse in the number K9 for the Rottweiler.
Right, you're right. Okay. The royalties, I'm trying to figure out. First of all, the R looks like the 12, eh? When you
Yeah,
design
yeah.
it, there was another reason. The canine. Okay, the canine.
It's
Oh, right.
6
Okay.
times 6 times 6.
No, it was this. The equation was this. I remember. Thank you. It was 7 times 5 times 3. But the thing is, the 3 and the 7 are both air signs. One is in the Hebrew Greek, the other's in our alphabet here, 7 and 3. The 7 is the association of 1, of where you bring 3, 1, 3 together. This one joins the 1 and this one joins the 1, create an area space here. They join together. That's the Wednesday.
Yep.
The reason for the calculation was 7 times 5 is 35, right? Times 3 is 105, and that's the heart of the cube, 105. So when you have 3 through 10, no good. When you have 3 and you go to 10, or you have 11 and you go to 18, when you plus or minus, you match at 105, and that's noted to be Yod-Hey.
Yep.
Yod-Hey, Vav-Hey.
Yep.
So when you have this, you actually have what is 1 times 5, and you have 2 times 5. So now you have the singularity of the 1-hump camel, and now you have the 2-hump camel. So the difference is Earth and Mars. 1 and 2, 1 between 2. Now you have the J letter and the E letter. Right now we don't have Jay Leno in this, in which equates to conscience. When you have the association of, here you have the 3-5, right? But you have the 5-1-2 as conscience coming together. It's the house of Venus with Mars holding that vibration. See, this is the only 2 we need. 1 times 2, 1 plus 2 brings on the communication in the E world. This is through where the Jubilee, they switched over those moons. We're running into where we already are, or we've gone through what is the 4th cycle, or the last cycle of 1500. The last 225 years, we're already in the last 225 years. And according to my stove, right, it happened in 5775. 100 Celsius is 212 Fahrenheit. So there's a lot of conversions that are going on. I don't know this one right now because I'm too tired.
I'll tell you one.
So what it is this is the conscience. So when you have the 1 and 2, 3, you have 3 and 1, right? This equates to 3, this equates to 1. So let's go the 13 for the bar mitzvah, or the 616.
Shattering of the vessel.
3 over to 10, 11 over to 18. We had the 105. I talked about Virgo. The reason I called Virgo, do you know why? Because it's 12 plus 6 to equal to the Virgo. I went around the zodiac once and then another half at a time. 1.5, okay, to bring the left hemisphere 12 to the right hemisphere 18, bringing your cardinal signs into your mutable signs.
Yep.
Somebody said they liked the song. Thank you, much appreciated. I don't know where that went.
That's a beautiful song, by the way.
Which one did I play?
I forget how it goes, but it was the AI one.
Was it the one? Was it the? Did they sing about the people? I don't even know what it was. Did they sing about the people? We're the builders.
Yeah.
I don't remember. It must have been a long time ago. No.
Yeah, it was before you took your break. It was before I distracted you with the Zohar meaning.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I want to go back to the Zohar. So they use the AR, right, 1 through 18. That's the completion of one area space. But there's two areas because the ace is the A letter has a right and left angle to it, which brings on the soul. They split the A letter with one line. It's the I letter. And then you put a top and a bottom. You can turn it to the left. You can turn it to the right. I'm just like going all over the place. I don't like what I'm doing. There's just so much. I just want to go back to just 1 second. 19, 27, 27 and 41 is 68. Wow. The Zohar says the house. Oh, yes, this is what I wanted to say, not to get. So when you go 2 times 9, 2 plus 9, okay, you're going to get this. This is a K, and this is an R. One represents the roi, which is the king. The other represents the king. One is in English, one's in French. This is also going to be a number that fits into the sun and love, 3 by 1854. The K9, the K9, the K9, the K9, the K9. So why the K9? Because it's the 9 lives of the cat. It's the 2 houses of 414. It's communication. Bringing the light into the house. Yeah, back to the Zohar. Just give me a second again. I got it. Zohar. 19,
Always goes back to the house, man.
68. 44. Okay, I think I see something. AEIOU. I'm just trying to see what they're doing in here. So if I'm going to do some math in here, in base, will I line this up? Let me get rid of that. I just want to go to this again, right? 11 to 18. When I add up this, okay, and when I add up this, this here equals 252, which is Earth's heart, or what is 4 by 13. I think I got that right. Did I get that right? Thank you very much. Appreciate it. 168 and 3. So 11 and 8 is 29. What's that?
I said, thank you, Adonis.
Thank you. So 29, and then we have 12 and 17, 29, and 13 and 16, and 14 and 15. Okay, that's perfect. 5, 6, and 7, 2, 3, and 4. That's perfect. That's going to be the end vibration. This here ends in 2 years. This here, 5760 is the year 2000, holding our vibration. This has already gone by a long time ago. One full cycle is 28 years. It ends in 2 years. Same result. This one over here, hold on a second. 29, 29, 29, 87. So your first 3 29s here, right? I think I got that right. Your first 3 29s here equals to 87. The word 12 is 87. 1 times 7, 1 plus 7 is your 87. So it's bringing both houses together. When you minus and add 7, it brings it together. 1 becomes 10, 1 becomes 11.
Yep.
So 87 plus 29 becomes 17, I think.
17.
Yes, becomes 17 because these two come together. But I don't want to break up the 11, so I'm not. So you know what I'm going to do with it? I'm going to do this. It tells me to make this equation because I can't break it up. It'll say 11 times 6 is 66, plus 6 and 11 is 17, equals to 83 monkey. Monkey is the birth that brings on Capricorn. That's why when we play blackjack, or when blackjack is being played maybe 30 years ago, they used to call monkey. The thing is, 9 is the monkey, the zodiac sign, which is telling me something came before that. What happened? Would you like me to tell you where the 10th zodiac sign is in the Chinese astrology? There's an extra zodiac sign in Chinese astrology.
There is?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
I just found it now. What happens is the person who's making the calendar is the one that brings all the zodiac signs together. Because what happened if you listen to the story correctly? Just give me a second. I'm losing touch with my vision.
It's okay. You said there was a 10th zodiac sign. that
Okay,
got
here it
left
is.
out.
Yes, yes. When you play blackjack, they're always calling for the monkey. But the whole thing is, the monkey is the 9th zodiac sign. How do you get that? How do you get a monkey?
You got to
How does that work? So the birth brings on the connection of the breath, bringing on the monkey through the silver gate, adding 1. Bringing on the monkey. Once the monkey comes into the house, it splits the house. So what happens? Do you see this?
Yep.
No thumbs or all thumbs. Do you follow me? When the
Yep.
2 thumbs come together, it's a 4-1-4 connection. So it's 9. The 4-1-4 tie the thumbs up, the butterflies, one body. That's the way that the children did it. That's the way we used to do it. They tie it up. You only need these tied up. You have to connect. It's a 4-1-4 connect. Here's the third one. It's a 2-1-3. It's a 2-1-2 connect. Do you know that this is the third finger? This is the monkey finger.
Yep.
This is the master finger. Why? It's the third finger. But hold on. This is 5, and this is the third finger, 8. My foot and a 5 is 10. My third finger, 13. This finger has 4 numbers, 3, 8, 13, 18. So the Scorpio, Capricorn come together again. When I mentioned Virgo, the reason for that is we went around the zodiac another time. We went around 12 in the zodiac. So we come back to, so Virgo is going to be 6. Virgo is going to be 18. Look at the clock. Virgo is going to be 30. Virgo is going to be 42. Virgo is going to be 54. Virgo's in the sun, making love in the sun.
Yep. That's what I was thinking.
Then we have, oh my God, Virgo, Libra. Wow, this is amazing. Wow, this is crazy. Tell me no. Tell me no. There's a few ways to do this. 6, 7. Okay.
There you go.
18, 19. They meet at the equator. 30, 31. There's 7 months of 31 days. There are only 4 months of this. We have to bring them to come close together. The next one is 42. Okay, no, I don't want to do it this way. I want to do it another way. 6, 12, 24. No, that's no good.
Yep.
6, 18, 30, 42. And I shouldn't be doing this because I should move this to another area space, like up here. But 6, 18, 24. 6, 18, 30, 42, 54, 66, 78, 90, 102. So the other one is going to, what's that?
That's the
'No, hold on. I made a few mistakes. $43, 55, 55, 67. Look at that. Hey, is that true? 7, 19, 31, 43, 55, 67, 79, the mother. 91, the Spirit. 103, perfect. JC, Jesus Christ. 13, the 13th moon. 6 and 7
Amen.
equals to 13. 10 and 3, Gemini into the head of Capricorn.
Yep.
But when you have Gemini in the head of Capricorn, it's actually could be Pisces.
Adam
1
and
2
Eve.
equals, what's that?
That's Adam and Eve, brother.
Pisces?
No, the twins. One hood,
Which
one
one?
good. The lovers.
Gemini?
Yes, yes.
So when Gemini comes together through Aquarius, possibly 1 times 1, 1 plus 1 is what
Here
creates
also.
Pisces.
This is what I mean here.
Pisces is created by that.
This is Gemini. This is Gemini. These are the lovers here.
Okay, I like that it's on the angle, and I know. Can I tell you something? It's got a spade tail. That your design, whatever it is, has a spade tail, and it looks like, believe it or not, that's a cat.
Yep.
That's crazy. That's a cat. Oh, and the orange, very important. Philadelphia. Anything to do with orange. Philadelphia, Edmonton, and sports. And the line you have on the left there, right? The line on the left. Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, so Amor is in the AM for Capricorn, bringing the soul into Capricorn spirit, right? The L apostrophe right there. You see it? Right? That's the soul. That's 12. That's the feminine. So when the LA comes together, that's the alchemy through the power of the gates down by the Jubilee. The M letter brings together the left hemisphere and the right hemisphere. That's the 6. So this can be flipped upside down also. Now, when you said lovers, yeah.
So that's exactly what I mean. Because look at this, man. These are Adam and Eve, essentially. And then whenever you go over to Capricorn, well, that's ruled by Capricorn. Is ruled by the devil here. So you can see this is Adam and Eve here.
Yes. So is that Sameach?
Yes.
Okay, so Sameach is the spirit holding this. It's the spirit holding the spirit. It's the alter ego holding the spirit. I'm going to explain it to you. At 1 through 15. Okay, even if it's a 15 card and you think that, oh, big deal, they put the 15. For me, it doesn't work that way.
No, because 5 plus 1 is 6.
What's that?
15 is 6.
It's 11. In reality, it's 11. 1 times 5, 1 plus 5. And also it holds the breath 24 and 9, 33. I'll explain it. 1 times 5, 1 plus 5, 6 and 5, 11. 4, 3, 2 is in between. 2 times 3 times 4 is 24. Plus 2, 3, 4 is 9, is 33 and 15. So it brings the birth within the ox, within your own self. Within your own self energy. When you add 1 to 5 and equals to 15. No, I want to see that. You're 20. Okay, that's bringing the heart of the cube together right here because of your 20 and your 15 association. Right? So the Diab is actually a helper. Do you know that? The Diab is the helper. The D letter is 500. EL is your conscience. That is your half conscience. Yeah. When we come into this house, according to numbers, when we come into this house, we don't come here. Remember they say, come here alive or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's exactly what happens to us. We come into the house DIE. So let me finish with this. So what happens here between these two is this is unbelievable. This is really unbelievable. Hold on. That I can see this while you're here. Look at these numbers. You see these two numbers? Yep. Okay, do you know what they are?
54 and 55.
No, that's you at your guitar.
Oh, okay.
You want me to explain it?
Let's see. I am 55.
8 times this and 8 times this is 440 and 432. That's the separation. The separation is between the sky and the sun. And what it dictates over here is the 55 ends up to be 25 and 10, equaling to 35, the heart of the cube.
Okay.
It's also in the game of roulette, the payout is 35 to 1. It's also the silver gates, 7 and 1.
Yep.
the house reduces. 5 times 2 is 10. 5 plus 2 is 7, right? You remember I spoke about it?
Right, right.
See this here? Because it's already built. This here comes with 10 sticks. This one comes with 7. Because I already have these 3 to start with. I don't need them here. This is a 7 times 7 times 7. So whatever is happening in this, like everything that's happening in this house, every book that's ever been written, if I can find it here, we can have that answer. I'm trying to put this in. I want to put this. This is going to be a game one day. In fact, it's already started. Right? It already started. Oh my God, my computer, I have to plug it in. Wow.
I can see it already.
You know, I took 2 weeks off or 10 days off. I had sort of obligations, things to do, things to get in order. I was 2 months behind or 3 months behind I wrote stuff and I didn't share it explicitly enough. I'm still behind. And in the last 24 hours, I picked up a ton of new information, new connections from old thoughts, you know.
Thank you, Adonai.
So even Fish Upon My Wish, the Jesus fish, where was I? There's so many things. So
At the gates of Pisces.
the gates of Pisces. So Pisces is the only know-how where Pisces comes from. Pisces comes from Aquarius through communication.
Yep.
And then it joins into the E world by splitting the house.
Exactly.
So we have to I just want to get one more picture. We split the house. We split the house here. Well, you saw I did some of these pictures here.
Yep.
That right? How about plugging up, eh?
Yeah, that's pretty nice, man. I love that.
Let's see what I got. Oh, hold on a second. I don't know if they let me keep this one up here.
That's good, man. You look
Right
happy.
here.
You look happy, brother. I can tell you're truly happy.
Happy as long as I can extend what's going on. Here it is. I'm a little bit more serious today and not serious at the same time.
I love that.
We have to laugh, you know. Oh, yeah. So I never finished with this, right? I never finished with this, right? So what happens is it shrank. It creates a heart position. This is a heart position. Here's a window, here's a window, here's a window. By chopping off the corners in your SIM card and creating the 8, we have one area space that joins all 4 areas here in the heart, in this area here. It creates, I don't know how to explain this kind of heart zone because this is not the same kind of heart zone here. You see, this is what that center is. It's taking from 4 different areas a little piece of the corner, but it runs into constellations here. The reason it runs into constellations is because of So what it is where are we? So this one here is here.
Yeah,
It's adding on the other boards. It's not here. You see, we have this one and this one. They're not the same.
Nope.
This one is encompassed by the tracks that go around joining the houses. It got boxed in. This is the way the Mars section would work here in these 4 boards. Here's the Earth section here. Another way to look at the Mars section is the mini Mars right over here, where you use these 4, these 4, these 4, these 4. I like to call it the 4 seasons, but right now there's only 1 season left over, and it's in the bedroom. Bedroom. I'm going to have to see if my cat is over there. So I have to go to bed. Zohar Zen. Yes, if you got anything to do with the Zohar or anything, I am no problem. I am like up for the task. I just want to go back to that word again.
Okay.
I
You
just
know,
want to
then
see
we're gonna
that
be
word.
getting into genealogy.
Gene meometry.
No, I
Zohar
mean
Ra A through
geology.
R. Well, you know the hare is the
Geography.
rabbit, right? Oh
Right.
my God, I just saw something. Yeah, okay, I just remembered. So the H is located in the R. In fact, 1 and 8 is the R, but the house is split. The A equals to the ace, the sun house. Even though 1 and 8 come together, the A is not exactly what it is. We need A, B, C, D to create what is the H. And the H itself is what is double D. Do you follow? The R letter is 18, the 18th letter, but the French say it as 10 and 8. When you have 10, 8, 10, 8, 10, 8, you have 30 and 24, 54. 2 times 4,
Yep.
2 plus 4 divides the gate into the heavens, and you come in. You come in through that gate, through the waters, and you continue on through the waters, through your breath. I have to go to bed, but on the 84th day, remember that number 84. I'm going to explain how all the soul Genesis all winds itself, but I am fried. We counted this before. Remember 1 through 15, 1 through 20, 6 and 2, 3 and 3.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, too tired. I'm blown away. Thanks a lot,
No, me
guys.
too,
Thank you.
brother.
Much appreciated. I don't know what I missed. I have to look at, hold on a second. I know what Donna said, Gemini. So in Gemini, we also have to look at maxi pads. Okay, because you have minis over here.
Yep.
Also,
Right.
if you use the S letter, you're adding on an area space. If you use G and E at 75, it's electric. So maybe it's a mini electric company. The N is also within Soul. The M is 13, so it's a 616 connect, and it's also 1000 in Roman numerals. So we have to take that into account. Well, you have to take everything into account. It's the theory of everything. Nothing is left out. What did Einstein say?
So trust in faith. Trust in God.
It's just crazy because so I'm gonna say goodnight, and I just want to say I'm riding high on knowing that we are running the 7 C's, the 7 C's of Abraham. And you heard me what I spoke about before, what the 7 C's are? I wrote a little song about it. I'm not sure the song didn't come out the way I wanted it.
Things are made of these.
So the song came out to be like this, is that if you're going to categorize something, how will you categorize it?
7.
Well, this is the way I want to categorize. If it's in the C house, I categorize it in files for C. This is Fibonacci, right? So the 7 chakras is in the C house, in community, chest, and chance.
Exactly.
Those are your chakras riding the 7 C's.
Yep.
I want to see what happened. Hold on, let me see this.
Because everybody's searching for something.
Ah, wow, very good. Search, lurch. So let's see what this song, they're all 1 minute songs. Let's see what this is. Okay, this is going to be the final. Final hoedown. Oh, what's happening, man? Something's happening. Whoa, whoa. Okay, this is good. I don't know what just happened. Flip camera. Okay, because this is the final hoedown.
That's it right there.
Is that the one I played?
Yep.
Oh, and you'll tell me if it is. I'm not playing it again. Let me see. Is that it? Is that it?
No. Oh,
That
sounds
sounds
good.
How about this one? This will be the end of the night. I wrote this one. I wrote most of it. I had them. I put it together as
All right.
Thank you, Zohar. Much appreciated. Much needed also.
That's beautiful.
I wish I can stay up 24 hours.
Okay, brother. You put in enough work.
Yeah, enough. I know I have to really take care of mind, body, and soul, I can't, I have to zen out.
Yep. Read the Bible a little bit, man. There's some good psalms in there, you know. Songs of Solomon. That's Sophia. Sakina.
Who sets the dust? Who breaks the dawn? If every mind's a medicine, then who prescribes?
Cine is a theater.
Rolling down the line, stamped and sorted by design. Market bells and shipping cries, numbers where the spirit hides. But the face is what ledgers can tell you. Heartache merchandise. Spin that wheel, MRT price. Diagnose the grand divide. Society is a factory floor. Ideas boxed behind the door.
You turn this wheel time. Trumpets pressed in marching rhymes.
So build a throne unknown, Dr. Wilder's streetlight guide, universe looking from inside. Circle starts from center flame, half step out, it shifts its name. From 30 days to 29, time bends back along the line.
Cargo.
Are we seed? Are we harvest? Are we meat? If the market is the test,
State.
conscience is the stethoscope thread.
Salt. Garlic. Garlic and salt. The soul creation of the clan of animal that heals us by the breath. Good night, everybody. Till tomorrow.
Good night, my friend.
Thank you. But good night. I have to check out all. I don't know if I got everybody's. If I read everything, but
you're an awesome warrior, man. I love you dearly,
thank
sir.
you very much. Appreciate. This is my 22nd year, starting in about a month from now, and none of us are stopping.
Warrior.
We're not giving up. You know, we don't give up because there's nothing to give up to. Right? Isn't that right? There's nothing to give up to.
We are the world. We are the children. We are the future.
Yeah, I'm not putting no more. That's it. Peace.